Hello and welcome to the Famicast 247, your Famicast for the early part of June 2023. I'm your host, Danny Bivens, and today I'm joined by James Charlton.
Hey, welcome to Famicast 247. We're doing it live. I'm not saying that as some kind of major event. It's just we always do live.
Yeah.
We're doing it live again.
Exactly. And we're also joined by Ty Sugar.
What's up, guys? I played like 100 hours of Street Fighter in the last 72 hours.
Perfect.
How's Steve working out for you?
Steve!
Thank you, Steve.
Always and forever in our hearts, Steve.
Right.
Yeah, so another exciting episode for you guys today. We've been playing the hottest games. Well, some of us have. So, lots of stuff to talk about with new business, stuff that I think you guys are going to enjoy, some stuff that you guys are probably enjoying as well. And then one that I kind of forgot about until Ty brought it up, and I'm actually curious to hear about it. So that should be fun. Lots of stuff happening in the news. We're going to talk about that. Of course, all the regular stuff here, anime trash, Fukubukuro's here too. And I think there's some kind of surprise. Ty kind of like said something like you and James, Ty, you and James said, I don't know what's going on. That's fine.
I don't know what's going on, so that'll be a surprise to me too.
Okay, maybe there's nothing super secret. Well, okay.
It's going to be a great show, Danny.
Yes.
It's a good show, Danny. Don't put it down like that.
We're going to roll Danny up in a rug and throw him off a bridge.
It wouldn't be the first time. Well deserved, I'm sure.
That's right.
So, all right. Well, that's enough jibber jabber. Let's go ahead and get on to some new business.
Got no time for the jibber jabber.
We do not. And Ty, how would you mind starting things off today?
Yes. No.
Okay. Well.
Okay. So I did play a Switch game.
What the hell?
What in tarnation? Yeah. I bought Advance Wars.
Shit.
Damn.
Yeah.
Funny story about that, Ty. I was perusing my profile, my friends list on my Switch. I wanted to take a screenshot of 58 people playing Tears of the Kingdom, and then Ty were like, playing some fucking, I don't know, mahjong game or, whatever, 48 days offline or some shit like that.
Yeah.
And my trolling failed because it said Ty is currently playing Advance Wars. And I went, what the fuck?
That's right.
Ty's playing a Switch game. Okay, that troll failed. Never mind.
Yep.
Carry on.
Danny said pretty much the same thing before the stream. Like, Ty's online? What the fuck?
Yeah, exactly. This caught us all by surprise, I'm sure.
Yep.
Cool.
Yep.
Advance Wars.
Play the old Advance Wars. It's kind of pricey. It was $60 whole, but
What?
You know what? It kicks ass.
Cool.
Back in my day, it only cost 40 bones.
Well, I mean, I guess if you think about it, like two Game Boy Advance games used to be $30.
Yeah.
Oh right. Oh shit. Yes, it's 2 games. Right. I forgot.
Yeah.
About
Yeah.
Yeah,
Two
actually,
games.
Yeah, that's an
Two
interesting
in
point
one.
too. And actually, man, can you just think about that? Like back then, 20 years ago, you can get first party Nintendo stuff or, second party or whatever, 30 bones, like almost always. And then, DS, it kind of went up a bit and stuff like that. But yeah, that ain't happening now. But yeah, this is 2 games. So, I mean, that's pretty good.
Did they?
Yeah.
Am I imagining it, or did they do Advance Wars 1 and 2 on the Game Boy Advance or DS as me? Or like
Yes.
multiplayer?
They released Dual Strike, which is a third game.
Yeah. I think Dual Strike's the one I got. And James, they did do like a combo pack in Japan for Advance Wars 1 and 2. And I think that was after they did the release in the West.
Oh, okay. Right. Cool. So I'm not imagining it.
No. And I was chatting with Ty before the show too. It's something Genki had brought up on Twitter. Like he pulled up some sales numbers or something, and for whatever reason, just like Advance Wars, this is a series on Game Boy Advance, and like afterwards, this hasn't really sold well here in Japan, and I don't know why. I had a theory, and Ty kind of shot it down because I said like maybe it's not anime enough, like visually. But
like look at this shit. It's anime as fuck.
I'll defer to Ty's judgment on that. So.
Yeah. I really do like the animations and stuff these characters do. They're great. They're so charming. Way Forward did this version, right?
Yeah. Yep.
And I've I fucking love those guys. Like you remember a couple weeks ago, I was playing Spider Swords. Much
Oh,
much same animation style as this.
uh-huh.
And that was great. You could totally tell it's the same feel, and you can also tell they really fucking like Advance Wars.
Hmm.
Because, yeah, like you just played, they put in a lot of love into like just animating the characters and doing voices, stuff like that. It's great. I love them.
Nice. It looks so sharp.
Yeah, like the animation is super nice. It's kind of, I don't know what you call it, like kind of like a motion tweeny live 2D, something like that, but
Right.
they make it work really well.
It's like a flash animation in 3D.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you can tell like some of those cutscenes, that's like traditional animation right there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But they also have kind of a model like when they pop up in the corner like that.
Superpower.
Yeah, and
Superpower.
if you're just listening, or if you're just listening to the audio version, if you check out the video version, like we're doing right now, we do have like video footage and sometimes screenshots of stuff. This time it's video footage, so you can see kind of like what everything is.
Whoa!
So, yeah, wow.
Man, if I was listening to the audio version only, man, all the stuff I'm missing out on.
Hey, but there are chapters on there and on the video version too. Then you should be able to see some kind of nice image on your phone or device or whatever too. So
there it is.
Yes, there it is. Sorry, I didn't mean to hijack this.
Yep. I haven't really played enough to comment like on anything besides just like the superficial stuff.
Okay.
Like, I haven't looked up to see if there's like been balance changes or something. Like some of those would be nice because some COs are better than others, certainly.
Okay. Was it broken at any of the first two games?
Not really. I mean,
could you break it?
There was a certain tactic that was pretty universally strong, and so you'd like pick commanders to try to enhance that. But basically, like the basic artillery unit was like really strong, like in terms of basic, functionality. Like it doesn't immediately seem super strong, but it's probably like the strongest unit in terms of just like things balanced against each other. Oh yeah, they're showing the map editor. You can make your own maps.
Nice.
Was that in any of the original ones?
Yes, I believe it was.
Nice.
Yep. So I can't talk about any new or different stuff in it. I'm just not that far yet.
Okay. Well, just to catch up with the comments here, looks like we got High Tannies in the house. Balls is here too. Genki's also here as well, and he said, "Hey, the U.S. Advance Wars box art uses more anime art than the Japanese version." Lol. Okay,
I believe it.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Okay. Well, I mean, hey, man, like definitely keep us updated whenever you have a chance to go back to this, because I'm pretty sure people are interested, and maybe some other people have played it. If you guys out there have played it and have thoughts, be sure to sound off in the comments, whatever, and let us know.
Yep.
If this was on any other console other than a Nintendo one, I would immediately assume it has online battle modes and online sharing of maps. But because it's a first-party Nintendo game, I'm not really sure about that.
I believe it does.
Okay.
Well, I guess it's a Western developer, so it's more likely to have online stuff. If it was like first party, like in-house, yeah, that would be a big question mark. I mean, what the Zelda what's it called? Link's Awakening remake.
Yeah,
beautiful game. Has a map editor thing built into it, kind of, and you can only share with your amiibo, like your physical amiibo. So I kind of half expect that.
Yeah.
Oh, no Advance Wars amiibos. I mean, that'd be pretty cute, wouldn't it? The little tank guy, or
I could dig that.
A little guy, yeah, just a little feller.
That's right. Paint your own flags on the side.
Well, Ty, obviously, you played a little bit of Advance Wars, but what have you been maining here recently?
It's just Street Fighter 6 all day, all night.
I think we all knew the answer, but you know.
Yeah.
I have a bone to pick with that game because when Famicast Season 6 started, they wholesale copied our logo and put it on Street Fighter 6.
Yes.
Really disappointed in Capcom with that one. But anyway,
Yep.
They changed it a little bit, so we'll let them
Yeah.
off. But
Yeah, it's no longer a simple hexagon.
right.
Yeah, so let's see, when did that come out? It came out like
June 2nd?
the Thursday afternoon, yeah. So as soon as it went live, I started playing, then I went to work, and then yeah. So I started to really get into it like on Saturday afternoon, and I haven't stopped since. You want to see my Street Fighter 6 World Tour character? Oh yeah, I can do that.
Okay.
Yeah, I did finish the World Tour.
Okay.
And
so like, I guess like right now, you know, on the screen on the video version, we have a picture of like a city and a man running through this. Can you like explain like what this is? Because like I kind of think I know, but then again, I'm thinking like, wait, maybe I don't know.
Okay. So World Tour is like an open world thing where basically you can walk around, talk to characters, and get in fights. And you have like your main missions and you have side missions.
Okay.
And there's like a story you progress through, and you can like meet up with all the Street Fighter guys and take Street Fighter lessons from them.
Okay.
It's really nice. I think it's great because the overarching story is kind of like I'm not sure how to articulate, like a mental tutorial. Like what kind of mindset should you have for Street Fighter? And like you'll talk to like like Honda or Zangief or somebody, and tell you, yeah, you're gonna lose a lot, and it's fine. Fine. Nobody ever got good without losing a whole lot. Yeah, and there are fights in single player, like you are basically intended to lose.
Okay.
And it's fine. Don't worry about it. Like actually, there's one like right off the bat, your probably monstrous custom character that you make. You kind of start out as like a student of Luke's, the the Zoomer guy on the box.
Okay.
Yeah, and you should check out the voice actor on Twitter. He's hilarious. He posts great memes. And you do the basic stuff like, here's how to walk, here's how to do a special move. And then he beats you up, and then basically just turns you loose. Like, okay, here you are. Go explore the city, do missions, and it's great. So
okay, cool. I mean, I knew that there were fighting mechanics in the game because of Street Fighter, obviously, but I didn't even know about this because I haven't been following it too closely, obviously, aside from like maybe what you would have said on like last episode or a couple episodes ago. So this sounds actually really cool.
Yep. Yeah, it's nice. I think it's great. Yeah. The custom character creator is pretty good in this one. Oh, I messed show as well. Okay, the custom character creator is pretty good in this one. I made Hank Hill from the Mean Streets of Ireland. Nice. Damn it, Bobby.
Yeah, that's John Cario, by the way. Welcome aboard, buddy.
Yeah. So yeah, as you may have seen on Twitter, there are some absolutely monstrous looking characters. Like there's all sorts of sliders and colors and stuff. It's really open as far as customizing characters. And for actually playing your custom character, you can choose a move set, basically, like for all the normal moves, and then you get the special moves individually.
Okay.
From the various characters that you'll meet along the way.
Oh, right. You
So,
earn special moves. You can like choose which ones you want to gain.
yeah, it's
Nice.
kind of like equipping them more like you can
Hmm.
learn a whole bunch and you just kind of equip them like gear.
Okay.
So this means you try to find the most busted possible shit and and you can actually play online against other players with your stupid busted custom character.
Oh, nice.
And and it's really funny trying to find like the most ridiculous shit.
Hmm.
Like I've been having a lot of success with like Dalsim's move set, like his normal moves.
Hmm.
And then I have what do I have? I've got like I got Shoryuken, so I can like reversal a lot of stuff, which like Dalsim can't really do.
Hmm.
I had Shinku Hadoken. So like I can combo like long reaching limbs into a super fireball basically. It's pretty nasty.
it makes your custom character's arms stretch out like Dalsim.
Yes.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah. Straight up. Uh some of the nastiest custom characters I played against. Somebody had like a super tall character with a Juri's moveset. She moves really fast. She has a really fast dash.
Hmm.
And combine that with like a Zangief like spinning pile driver. That was really fucking oppressive.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah, and there were a few others. I think I retweeted someone who had like this big guy with the double stick weapons that this little girl character normally has, and they reach like ridiculously far.
Hmm.
So that's fun. It's fun to fuck around with, and I think it makes you appreciate the balance of the real characters so much more.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah, I would say like if they do like tournaments and stuff like that, I mean, would they potentially do two versions, like one with busted characters and another with like official guys, or what?
Um, all real tournaments are just going to be like regular characters. Like
Okay.
you cannot make a custom character and play against regular characters. That's
Okay.
there's only like a singular non-ranked casual mode for playing online with custom characters.
Okay.
In fact, I was just about to get to that. So in the game, there are three main modes. Like just right after the title screen, it shows you three modes. One is World Tour.
Hmm.
Then the second is Battle Hub.
Okay.
Now, Battle Hub is kind of like an online lobby. It's like walking into an arcade.
Oh. This thing right here?
Yeah, it's that one.
Okay.
And there's actually a lot of different things you can do in the Battle Hub. Like you can chat, as any follower of Scrub Quotes knows. You can take your custom guy, walk to the middle. There's like kind of central arena, and that's where you can do your custom avatar battles.
Okay.
You can just walk up to any cabinet and just like play as many casual matches as you want and get someone.
Okay.
What else? There's just some funny stuff like a photo booth, a little DJ station where you can play this music mini game.
Nice.
There are retro arcade games you can play.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and they kind of rotate around.
Okay.
Like I
Capcom
think,
stuff, I'm assuming.
yeah, like I think now you can play like Final Fight and Son and another one.
Okay. Are they
This
all
is-
like fighting games, or are they just like random?
They're pretty random, like 90s era and earlier arcade games.
So I heard there's some kind of like putting your coin down to go next mode or something.
I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
Like, okay, well, look at the screenshot here. So you see two people at a cabinet, and you can watch the cabinet. Like, you can just walk up to the cabinet and like observe the match.
Hmm.
And but they can keep playing each other as many times as they want. I don't think there's a queue there.
Okay.
You have to go find your own cabinet or wait for them to finish. What else is there? There's Extreme Battle, which is it's also like it's just like a regular match with like extra funny goofball Smash Brothers rules, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Battle Hub has a spectate mode that lets you queue up. All right, thanks.
Giancarlo
So
again.
when you're observing matches, are you looking at like the avatar's arcade cabinet, or can you like make it full screen?
Yeah, it's full screen. It's just like watching like as if you're playing. It's like
Okay,
just like a
okay.
replay mode that's like you'd see in any other fighting game, except it's
Okay.
real time.
Nice,
Cool.
nice.
Yeah, and if you start watching a match like after it starts, it will fast forward the match up until like the present time, which is really cool and nice.
Huh.
Nice.
Yeah. What was I talking about? Extreme Battle. Yeah, so I played a few extreme battles. So like when I played, it's like a daily rotating thing, I think. I played like both characters got like a random buff and debuff. That was one rule. And the other thing was like it would drop like the hard hat guys from Mega Man into the arena. And you could like kick them into the other guy and it would shock them. Like it's just silly Smash Brothers stuff, and it's fun.
Nice. Cool.
What
Okay.
else? There's like a shop just to buy cosmetics and stuff.
Like I noticed in some of these screenshots, like the one that's kind of up here now, there's a lot of like color and stuff. Is this actually like when you're playing, or is this just some kind of fancy screenshot?
That is when you're playing.
Whoa.
Okay, so there were a couple of interesting universal mechanics in this game. One is drive impact. That's like the main thing they have. So drive impact, you hit both of your buttons together, you do like a big swing. And if it has armor, it basically has 3 hits of armor. So you can like swing through somebody's move, and if it hits, it does a big flashy animation like this.
Okay.
And then
okay.
you can get a combo basically.
Okay.
But they can drive impact if they have decent reactions. Yeah. So what that basically it means that in the neutral game you have to be kind of careful. You have to be a little bit conservative. You can't just hit button, hit button, hit button. Unless that button is like special cancelable into drive impact. It makes well, the short version is you got to be a little bit careful.
Sure.
But you look for some opportunities.
Okay.
So that's the thing. And when you hit those or when you hit each other with those, it's gonna do some cool flashy animation like this.
All right.
Looks like a Splatoon battle just started.
I was kind of thinking
in the
that
background.
same thing.
Yep.
Super colorful. Look at that. It looks really sharp though.
Yeah, it's definitely a very pretty game. All right, so Battle Hub, that's like the second mode. And the third mode is Fighting Grounds, which is basically all the traditional fighting game stuff, like in one menu. Just good to go. So like if you don't care about any of the fluff, you just want to play Street Fighter, you just go there, you go to training mode, you do your combo missions, you do your rank matches. It's just like really streamlined. Go in there and play fighting game. So that's great. And they try to make the modes crossover like a little bit. Like if you're playing World Tour and you go to like the travel map, you can always just go to the Battle Hub from there.
Okay.
And if you're in the Battle Hub, you can just queue up for like online matchmaking while you're standing around not doing anything. Yeah. So those are nice. It kind of gets you to explore all three, even if you're only interested in like single player or just like grinding ranked online or whatever. Yeah.
Nice.
There's another fun little feature I discovered. There are online clubs.
Okay.
Yeah. So you can basically make a club, and I love this photo here. This is great.
Dulcim and the elephants and the guy on the ground.
Yeah, that's the player character. It's like Yeah. let's see. Okay, so you can make an online club and just like invite all your friends. I think there's some kind of points thing you can get. Oh, and you can make a custom shirt for your avatar.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool.
Yeah. So you should apply to join the Scrub Quotes, the Scrub Quotes gang. Oh, and of course you can make a poster with the slogan on it, out of out of some pre-made artwork.
Mm-hmm.
So I think the Scrub Quotes one just had a picture of like Chun-Li's butt with like a big heart around it.
Nice.
And like the slogan like fighting game enjoyers. It's pretty good. But still not as many members as like the jury's feet enthusiast group.
God.
Yeah. So that covers all the main modes. There are 18 characters in the base roster. Oh yeah, James, you got that photo?
Oh, I've got a blank photo. I don't have the remix version yet.
Okay. So I wanted to see if James could name all 18 characters
without any text or hints at all.
Yeah, just the pictures of them.
Just the pictures. Okay, let me get this up. You tweeted that at me, right?
Yeah, it's in your DMs.
Got it. Okay.
All right. Can you bring that up?
Can I share, Danny?
Yeah, you go for it.
Cool. Here we go.
All right, so here's the roster right here, all 18 characters. Now, James, I would like you to try to name all these characters. Wrong answers only.
Wrong answers only. Okay. Well, we're starting with Dad Dew, right?
Yeah.
Dad Dew. I think this is Beyonce, top right.
That's right.
Right? Under
Sure.
under her is The Weeknd.
Nice.
I believe.
Yeah.
And this kind of zombie-looking chick on the left, that's a Dead by Daylight character, isn't it? That's the man, I forgot what her name is.
That's the girl with feet.
Oh, right. Sekiro, is it?
You're
Something
right.
like that.
Sure.
Under her is Nina Williams.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
Right?
Sure.
And and in the middle here, that's Cervantes, isn't it, from Soul Calibur?
Wow.
He's back.
Pretty astute.
And next to him is Dave Bautista, I think, Guardians of the Galaxy guy.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And next to her, who's that? I think that's Shuri from Black Panther. Could be wrong.
So isn't that chick from Arms?
No.
Okay, sorry.
Wrong.
That's racist, I know.
Wrong answer. Oh, there's an Avatar Way of the Water character here in the middle.
Yeah. I think the tint's a little off, but yeah.
Yeah. I'm colorblind, so I don't know. Right. Yeah, I think that'll do it for now.
All right, cool.
Cool. I'll have to work on the other ones.
Right on.
When's your birthday time?
August.
August. There you go. Perfect. That's your birthday present coming up.
All right, great. Thank you. Okay. I think that'll do it for my new business.
Okay.
Nice.
All right. Well,
at least until the DLC characters come out.
Okay. Well, when's that going to be?
I think the first one's coming out in summer.
Okay. Shit. Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Well, let's go ahead and pass things over to James.
All right. Well, I'm assuming Danny wants to talk about Tears of the Kingdom, so I'll get the non-Danny stuff out of the way first.
Okay.
Which is Splat Toon 3 Sizzle season started at the beginning of June, and I didn't play it on day one. The first time I've not played new not DLC, but free DLC.
Right.
Update on day one. But I did want to play it because I wanted to talk about it on the show. And do we have a trailer for Sizzle season 3?
I did not prep that, man. I'm sorry.
I did not.
I did not. I did not. Sorry, man.
Okay. Well, you might be able to hold on. I'm about to find something. But the things that I can remember off the top of my head is the new Salmon Run stage. So Salmon Run started in Splatoon 2, obviously. Maybe people know that. Not all of the stages didn't pass over to Splatoon 3, interestingly. They missed out a whole bunch of Splatoon 2 stages, and there's still a whole bunch missing. And so I was pretty impressed when they just went straight and did a brand new one for Splatoon 3, which is pretty cool. I just found the trailer, Daniel. I'll just check that one now. This will all help remind me about what actually got added as well.
Gotcha.
Because there's like a whole bunch of weapons and stuff like that. As usual, there's like some maybe 10 new weapons. This stage, yes. So yeah, brand new stage, and this. Oh man, it's got something. It's got a very shopping mall style name. I forgot what it's called now. Hopefully, it's got it in the description. I don't think it does. God damn it.
Okay.
I totally forgot the name. Oh, there it is. Barnacle and Dime. There it is. Barnacle and Dime. Yeah. So yeah, it's very. It's like shopping mall. I mean, it is quite similar to there already is a shopping mall stage. Like it's made by Japanese people. What do you expect? looks like a Hawaiian shopping mall.
Okay.
It's pretty cool. I mean, it's nothing like mind blowing.
Sure.
It has a kind of a middle part. I played the Splat Zones version of it. There's one zone. Some of them have a split over two zones. That's a one zone stage. And this is the new Salmon Run stage, which I think they do give them names, but I never remember them. It's quite small, if I'm honest. Here it is. It's smaller than. I mean, this is kind of high tide version, but like even on low tide, it felt a lot smaller. It's basically like a slope. So the egg basket is usually at the top of the slope, and most Salmon Run stages have a kind of a rear kind of way to get in. Like bad guys can come from either side. You always had the feeling of being surrounded by these these salmonids, right? But this one, it felt like you always knew that they were going to come either from the left, the right, or the middle. Like you were never going to get ambushed from behind, which is kind of weird to have that. So it felt like slightly safer, but the top area where the egg basket is quite cramped. It's quite small. So I think that's where the danger comes in. So you have to be careful about that. Yeah. I don't think they added any new like boss monsters or anything like that. But this is the new costumes and stuff, which you'll earn through the new catalog. Another 100 levels, and I only got to like 61 or something like that. But I did reach A rank in the previous season.
Okay.
So and then I got from that. I start on B, I think, with the new season, which is pretty cool. And the other added track is a returning track from Splatoon 2, Humpback Pump Track. Very difficult one to pronounce. This is the one that's like an indoor skate park. It was I think it was like the stage of Splatoon 2. Like it was like the one that was featured in the trailer for Splatoon 2.
Okay, I know this one. Yeah,
it's quite a famous one from Splatoon 2. So yeah, that's coming back.
Cool.
It is back already.
Yeah,
and I like that stage. It's cool. It's like you can go around the edge, or go jump in the middle, and like once you drop down, you can't kind of go back up, kind of thing. So, so this one, they did add a new mode, which is pretty cool, and called challenges, and these kind of get rotated in, similar to how stages rotate in and out, every few hours. But these ones are rotated in maybe every other day or something like that. Kind of like a Salmon Run schedule, like every few days. And they've kind of like Smash Brothers it a little bit. So like, for example, the special stage that I that was on when I was playing it was only Trizukas. Like everyone has Trizukas. Or like the one in the trailer here is Extreme Jump Battle. So like lots of kind of bouncy things and everyone jumps really high.
Okay.
So you know they're gonna give you like random weapons. Like Sheldon will just give you a random weapon, for example. So and everyone starts with a random weapon that they have no idea what they're gonna get.
Okay.
So yeah, lots of cool stuff like that. So I thought that's cool. I mean, that's a really, I mean, it's kind of something that you think, well, why didn't they do this earlier? It's such an obvious thing to like do, you know, kind of mix up the thing. Like they did it with Smash Brothers, you know, like, you know, give the world, you know, weird physics or give everyone weird weapons and stuff and like that. So it's totally optional. Like it's just it's another one of the game modes that you can start on an online match. So I thought, yeah, that's a cool idea. So yeah, one brand new stage, one returning stage, a whole bunch of weapons, brand new salmon run stage, and the challenges. And they're also going to do a big run that was announced maybe a couple of days in game.
Okay.
So oh man, I forgot the name of the stage which is getting it, but like if you remember, the big run is where one of the regular stages gets invaded by the salmon run.
Right, kind of like gets it all kind of crazy looking and stuff.
Exactly. So the stages that kind of get, you know, half flooded with like, you know, green goop, and you know the salmonids kind of attack it and stuff like that, and you have to defend it, and then usually get some kind of in-game reward. If you participate, I think if you just play it like once, you get some kind of reward. I think it's like an in-game object, usually of the boss, one of the salmonid bosses. So yeah, that should be fun. I mean, big run's fun, always fun time, and have to play it because you know these are one gone events. Like they're like. What do you call it? Splat fests, you know. Once they're done, you know, they don't come back. So you know, you have to participate while you can.
Sure.
So yeah, so seems good. Seems like good update. Free DLC. Thank you very much.
Cool. We did have a couple of comments about Splatoon in the chat from Transient Image. He said, Jesus Christ, I started playing Splatoon 3 after finishing Tears of the Kingdom. Been having a blast. Yeah, can't believe it took me this long to get into it. I can hear you.
You finished Tears of the Kingdom already?
Wow, some people.
Jesus.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, man, we'll get into that here.
Yeah,
let's a little bit.
That's a good segue. Thanks, Transient Image. That's a perfect segue.
Yeah.
So I've been doing the opposite of that. I've been playing less Splatoon 3 and way more Tears of the Kingdom.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah, same here, man. Like, I guess we could say this is my new business. Before getting into Zelda, just something really brief. Like, I won't talk. It's too
baseball.
long. Yeah, actually, I did go to a baseball game last night. It was a lot of fun.
Boo! One cares.
I promise it's gonna be. Thank you. It's gonna be short, but no, it's cool. Like my favorite team, they play in a place that's closer to where I live. Like twice a year or something like that. So my wife and I got tickets. My nephew came too, and just went, you know, having some drinks, meeting some random people, having fun. So that was cool. And then next week I'm actually gonna go see some professional wrestling here, like in my town. Like New Japan Pro Wrestling, they occasionally come here to like this kind of, I mean, it's a big like gym that usually, you know, junior highs, high schools have like sports tournaments at and stuff, badminton, basketball, all sorts of stuff. But yeah, New Japan Pro Wrestling is coming here to town next Wednesday. So that's where I'm going to be. So that should be pretty fun. I haven't seen like a professional wrestling match like in person since like 1994. So that's cool.
You better be there, Barons. I'm gonna break your ass.
Yeah, they're gonna have to drag my ass from the second floor or whatever. But yeah, that should be awesome. I'm really looking forward to that. But yeah, Zelda. I mean, yeah, James and I have both been playing it. I whipped together like a new video of some of the some clips that I've captured myself. Nothing too spoilery or anything like that here. I can't really say that we won't say anything spoilery from here on out, but we're not going to spoil the story or anything.
We can move it up a level now. We can talk about things maybe 20 or 30 hours into the game.
Yeah, actually, just speaking of hour count and stuff, James, like how many hours do you have in right now?
My Switch is in the other room. If you've got your Switch nearby, it's probably easier if you check.
Yeah, I don't. I know. I just know where I'm at. I think I just hit 60 just 2 days ago. I haven't had a chance to play today or yesterday.
I think I'm over 50, but
I know you were close to me. But if you played it like in the past couple of days, you might have topped me. But
there was one day where I checked and me and you were both 50 exactly.
And then like it changed. I went to 55, you were 50, and then it was like that. We kept going to like we're the same. So you're probably right around 60 as well, man.
Yeah. I have been playing
55 or whatever the hell it is.
So a lot of the tweets and messaging surrounding Tears of the Kingdom is, I can't believe it took me 80 hours before I blank.
Right.
And for me, not quite 80 hours, but people have been saying 80 hours and they didn't get auto build, for example. That seems to be quite common, which is one of the main powers in the game. Right. And people haven't been getting it until, over 40, 50 hours. And for me, I think I got it probably around about 40 hours.
Damn, I still don't have it, man.
Okay. Well, there you
because
go.
I know where to go. I just don't. I just haven't been to the area where I need to get it. So
okay,
leave it at that.
So there it is. I mean, it's kind of amazing, to be honest. I mean, it does help with building like the most basic things that you kind of get a bit tired of building again and again. Like just a simple glider.
Sure.
It's like, well, you just do auto build and just goes. And if the items are nearby, it'll grab those physical items. But if you don't, it actually just uses your resources that in your inventory to create it. So it's pretty cool. Oh, so people are commenting on Danny's t-shirt.
Yeah, I'll show this here later. But yeah, I did pick up the Japanese Tears of the Kingdom t-shirt from my Nintendo. Not cheap, but Nintendo, they have really good quality, high quality shirts and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm good with it. And I also bought like a notebook. I was telling Ty about it earlier, but I'll show that when we're done kind of talking about this.
I got a small pro tip for building stuff. Like the fans, which you get, you find them very, very early on in the game. If you find one of those steering sticks, if you just stick a steering stick in the middle and then two fans on either side of it, that is a hover bike. Like that's all you need. It's so simple, and you can just fly anywhere. I mean, I still only have one battery. That's another thing where it's like 80 hours in, I only have one battery. Right. I still haven't found out how or where to do that. So that's definitely something I need to work on. Get more battery power.
Yeah, me too.
And then because you only have one battery power, it doesn't last very long. But you can climb a mountain. You can like traverse like huge distances on this little hover bike.
Sure.
And then wait a little bit, wait for the battery to charge up, and then do it again. But pro tip: don't step off the hover bike when you're in the air and glide down. Stay on it, and you'll go plummeting to the ground at like 400 miles an hour towards the ground. Very, very scary. But just don't let go of the stick, and you'll just bounce on the ground. Ding, ding.
Oh,
ding,
nice.
And you will not get fall damage.
Oh, cool. Okay.
If you unconnect yourself from the steering stick, you will get fall damage.
So it's like a seatbelt.
You'll die immediately. Yeah.
Okay.
So like for whatever reason they program so like as long as you're holding on to a part of the device, the device takes the brunt of the force basically.
Yeah.
And you don't get hurt at all. So it's pretty cool.
We do got a question from the chat from Transient Image, and this is directed at you and me, James. He said, a question for both Danny and JC. Are you guys playing in English or in Japanese?
That's an interesting question. So I'm playing it in English, of course, but I did notice that I just finished like kind of the Gerudo area, and the lip syncing on the cutscenes was so off. It was really jarring, and I did think maybe I should change the voices to Japanese because like it really is not matching up. Like I don't, Danny, can you have English subs and Japanese dub?
Yeah, you should be able to. I mean, they added that in to Breath of the Wild like later on, but it was possible. I haven't tried it, but I think you can. I'm pretty sure that's in the menu.
That might be something worth doing. I mean, maybe just for the cutscenes, for example.
Yeah,
and Zelda's voice actress is hideous, of course, as we all know. So it would be nice to hear. I don't know. I'm assuming she's much better in Japanese. It can't be any worse.
Yeah, I think I did. At one point, I did switch the Breath of the Wild stuff to Japanese, like when they first put it on or whatever. But then maybe I just left it at that. I don't remember. I mean, yeah. I
wonder what Link sounds like in Japanese, right?
You always hear it. Like seriously, it is kind of interesting though, because like all of the little whoa and stuff like that you'll hear in the game, like if you've been in Japan long enough, you can just tell like that is a Japanese guy in the sound studio making noises and stuff. And I mean, nothing wrong with that, but it's just something that you notice. Just some of the mannerisms or whatever you want to say, just you can just catch it and hear it. Yeah.
Ooh.
Right.
Yeah, they're like 100% Japanese. I mean, it's funny. Is that something intentional, or they're just like, that's just standard. That's just international. Everyone talks like that.
Yeah, I mean, if you, man, there were so many just weird things too. Not even just weird, just different things like that. Like even in Majora's Mask and Ocarina of Time and stuff like that. Some of the mannerisms, like motions and stuff like that, animations that the characters would do. Like for example, in Majora's Mask, like there's a scene when Link is talking to, I think, the Zora or something like that, and he's like getting all like, he's like, oh my god, I gotta shape up my act, and he like does like a Japanese bow to somebody. And I think when I played it as a kid, I didn't catch it, but like being here, just being exposed to Japanese culture a little bit more, you just see things like that, and you're just like, oh, okay, duh.
Yeah, it's one of those things. Like decades later, you're like, oh right, yeah, that is a Japanese guy doing Link. I didn't even realize that.
Right, and Transient Image did say, yeah, dual language for voice and text. Okay, yeah, okay, thought so.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, Japanese people are really surprised when you say that he is not actually English.
Right.
Then they usually go he as a reaction to that.
It could be like reversed too. Some of the things that we might say where we maybe take as universal, and then people hear it in Japan or elsewhere, and it's like, why?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean? It's just
Spanish people don't react, the same way, British people don't react the same way American people do. It's like
exactly
it's different.
Exactly.
Yeah. But yeah, anyway, back to the game. So yeah, I did clear the Gerudo area, so I've completed 3 of the 4.
Nice.
I'm assuming of the sages.
Sure.
And so I've got the the Gerudo power. Danny, you don't have that one, or you do?
Do not.
Okay, so maybe I won't spoil that. But the Gerudo power, the Rito power, the bird guy, and the Goron guy.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so I've got 3 of those now. So yeah, I believe there's 1 more of those. But the boss for the Gerudo stage, holy fucking shit! I died easily over 30 times on it.
Wow.
Yeah, and so like I had about 5 hearts, I think. Like I said in the last episode, I've been going kind of easy on the hearts and more on the stamina. I'm sorry, the opposite. I said sorry, I've been going for hearts and not for stamina. But I have since switched back to what I did on Breath of the Wild, and I've gone full stamina and less hearts now.
Really?
Yeah, I realized that like traversing with the sailcloth, you do need stamina for that, and climbing up stuff. And like I was just doing a lot of exploring. I was like, yeah, and I was doing so many shrines. I had like at one point I had like 12, the whatever they call the blessings.
Yeah, dude, that's how I'd be just sitting on those. I think at one point I had like 16. I was like, okay, I should probably do something with these.
So the option was, well, I could do like 2 hearts and 1 stamina. I was like, nah, I'm just gonna go full stamina. So I just did 3 stamina. So I think I have 3 full circles of stamina now.
Whoa.
But only 5 hearts, I think.
Oh my god, dude.
And remember, you do get hearts for beating bosses.
Yeah.
So that's 3 extra hearts I got anyway. So it's not like they're completely vital.
I just always like if I'm climbing something or paragliding, I'm very careful with what I'm doing. I try to plan it kind of like as I'm going and just be like, okay, it looks like, especially if you're climbing, you're like, okay, it looks like there's a spot there where I can kind of catch a break. And there are a lot of things like that, even on things that look like they're insurmountable. Like
Well, we've got the Sky World now as well, and you can go so high in the air with the towers. Like it really did feel like, I need to be able to glide for a long way so I can go far, on one glide, and that has been very helpful. So I think I've got most of the regular map, of I think maybe I've got 2 or 3 areas of the map which I haven't got the tower for yet. But most of the map is complete, and then obviously you get the sky section when you do that as well, right? You get the sky and the ground, but the underground stuff you have to do completely separately, little by little. You have to find those light seeds or whatever they're called. Right. And I've got, hard to put a percentage on it, maybe 40% of the underground map.
Damn.
Quite a lot, but like not enough yet. Still, dude, so much.
I barely even touched the underground. It kind of freaks me out, honestly. I mean, it's like I'm not so great with like horror games and stuff like that, but it kind of reminds me of like that in a sense. It's mostly like just like almost like jump scary type of things, because it's like because you can't see. It's like, and then you just worry. I don't know. The way I play games like very carefully, especially in an adventure game like this.
So there's some scary shit down there. I'm not gonna spoil it for you, but fucking hell.
Even just seeing like the regular enemies and stuff down there, it's just like, oh god, it's already dark in here and stuff. So just leave me alone, please.
Oh, you got hit once by a skeleton. Hope you didn't need that heart, because it's never coming back.
Exactly. So I mean, I think it was after the last podcast. I was like, I needed to go down there for something, and then
one thing that really disturbs me. This is so silly. You might laugh at this, but like, do you know when you're walking down a path at nighttime on the ground, just regular area, and it's raining and there's like it's nighttime, and then there's a guy on the path, and you think, oh, okay, this guy might need help, so you talk to him, and you're talking to him, and then you're reading the dialogue, and he's saying some really weird things. It's like, okay, that's weird. Why are you saying these things? Like. And then the dialogue continues, and then you realize that you're talking to a Yiga clan guy. And then slowly the dialogue ends with, and that's why you're going to die now. And it's like, fucking hell, what? And it freaks me out every single time. Like, I think it's because I feel like I'm being like, I'm being stabbed in the back. I'm trying to help someone out. And then it's a guy that's going to fucking kill me. And it's like, it really like freaks me out. And you find guys like that in the underground as well. So it's like doubly freaky. It's like, oh, there's a guy, he's stranded, surrounded by this like, horrible like gloom. It's like, he's probably like sick and probably going to die. I should probably help him out. No, it's a Yuga clan guy. He's trying to kill me. It's like, fuck you, man. Shit. So, but I think it's such a good like, device to use. I mean, it's just such a simple thing, like having an NPC that looks friendly, and then it's actually a bad guy in disguise. It's brilliant, and it gets me every time.
Yeah. I remember, in Breath of the Wild, same type of deal. Not quite the same. I mean, it's sinister, but
it is really sinister, yeah.
Because I remember in Breath of the Wild, there was one same type of thing. There's this woman. She was like, "Oh my god, somebody like stole some of my stuff or whatever. Can you help me?" And you're like, "Yeah, sure." And she's like, "I'm gonna kill you, bitch." And it's like, "Oh god."
Right. That's weird. Yeah. I do like the talking about just NPCs on the path. The horse and carts now, I really like those. Like, you'll see some like traveling merchants, and now they have because the new thing in Tears of the Kingdom is these horse carts that you can get, and you can just buy stuff off the back of their cart. It's cool.
Yeah,
it's like just get some milk and some go fast carrots. Forgot what they're called, Endura carrots, something like that.
Yeah, or you just find Beetle walking on the road.
Yeah, that's
all
right.
still. You can't afford it.
I don't know if we talked about the stables last time, but there's the points card system. Did we talk about that last time?
If we didn't, I mean, let's.
It's. I think that's really cool. So they've given you an incentive to visit all of the stables because you get like these points. I think it must be based on the Japanese Ponta card because they call it like points. The pony points. Yeah, I mean, it's a very Japanese thing, like a points card system. Anyway, I know. Lots of countries have points cards, but like, believe me, Japan is fucking obsessed with points cards. Every single shop will have their own stamp card, points card system. So with a stupid name and a character,
and your wallet is just full of physical cards. Thankfully, some of them had started going digital. Thank God.
Yeah. And Line have started doing Line points as well, which is pretty cool. Anyway, but so you get these points, and then you get quite a few like early on, like just for visiting a couple of ones, you get like 3 or 4 points, and then you get gifts as well. So like you'll get some clothes stuff and like things for your horse, like the cart for your horse. That attachment,
saddles,
and
bridles, and all sorts of stuff like that too. Yeah,
I forgot how you earned those in Breath of the Wild. Did you just buy them?
Fuck, I don't even remember. Maybe.
I had some really fucking cool bridles for my horses in Breath of the Wild.
I didn't really go hard on that stuff at all in Breath of the Wild. I rode my horse everywhere and did whatever and stuff, but I didn't go crazy with that. Kind of wish
I know for the DLC that you had something where you could actually transport your horse with you. When you teleport, usually your horse gets left behind, but there was something with the DLC where you could actually bring your horse with you and
cool.
teleport everywhere, which is pretty cool.
Be nice.
I haven't actually tried that out in Tears of the Kingdom, but I've been mostly building stuff, like building flying machines, like my little hover bikes and stuff like that, and then using the glider or using the towers to get height and then glide somewhere. Rather than the horse, because when you're gliding, you can also just tilt the camera up and see everything on the ground, and if you see something that looks interesting, then you can just glide down. It's like, or if it's like a fucking fortress of monsters, you think, I'll just glide straight over that. Maybe get to that later.
Yeah. What's been happening with me? I go in doing that. I get up to the tower. I'm like, okay, there's some cool stuff around here that I want to see from up high. And then it launches you up into the sky. And then I'm up into the sky. I'm like, oh man, I can reach one of these sky islands. It looks like there's something interesting there. Cool. Big old monster. Let's kick his ass. And
I do like that animation. The way they've changed the towers. Like in Breath of the Wild, you climbed up it. Yeah. And then is that right? You climbed to the top and then it activated, right? I think that's
something like that. Maybe it was at the top. You had to,
right. Oh, it was a Super Smash Brothers stage as well. I remember there's the tower stage. You're fighting on top of the tower. Anyway, you touch that and then it just goes to the map screen and it goes and then it fills it in. That's it. But in Tears of the Kingdom, they've made it like a whole fucking event. It's amazing. So like, usually you have to fix the tower, or something's wrong with the tower. Sometimes, not every time. Maybe like, I don't know, 50% of the time, there's something wrong with the tower. There's some little mission or some little task you have to do to open the doors. Then you go in, you touch your Suica card on the thing, and then it connects all these cables to you, and then you get launched in the air, and then it goes to kind of a cutscene, and it shows Link scanning the area with his smartphone, basically,
or his switch light.
With his switch, with his switch light, and then as he's scanning it, that fills in the map. It's just like they've integrated like the the animation and the map filling in. They've actually made it into like a cutscene and an event, and that makes sense in the world. That, you know, you're not just filling in your map for no reason. You are scanning it like a, I don't know what you, like a drone or something like that, or like a, you know, GPS drone or something, like Google Maps. It's like that.
Right.
Kind of makes sense in the, yeah, it's like Link's version of a Google Map scanner.
Yeah.
So yeah, I really like that. That's really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially when you get launched and it's like the sun setting as well.
Oh, man.
And you see like the orange sky and like, yeah, it's really cool.
Yeah, it's quite, the first time it happens, it's you don't know what is going to happen, and then it happens and you're like, whoa, that was awesome. And every time, you know, you can skip the little animation or whatever, you know, the little cutscene. I don't. It's like, why?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, you're only going to get what, like 12 of those animations? Like how many sections of the map are there? There's not that many.
Yeah. I mean, you could go up there as many times as you want afterwards, I guess, just to get to launch your ass or whatever. So
that's right. Oh, but that scanning animation only happens.
Yeah,
that
true.
once,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, true.
Yeah. So, so yeah, just finished the Gerudo thing. That was nice to have the village back to, you know, back to its old self. You know, the water comes back and everything. It's nice that all gets, yeah, like all of the places so far. You know, they start in ruins or some shit's going down, and then you fix it, and then it's nice again. You know, it's cool. There's definitely a sense of progression in the world.
I mean, you know, with like, you know, just specifically like Ocarina of Time, and maybe I mentioned this in the last episode too, but, you know, you save, you know, the Zora's domain or whatever in an Ocarina of Time, but it's still like frozen. And I always wanted to be there as an adult where it's back to normal, but it never is, you know? So like, I think that's right. Cool that there these type of changes are happening kind of like in real time. Wow. You know, as you're playing the game. And then
have you done that? Danny, have you done the bird area?
Yeah,
you've done that one.
Because I've completed the bird one and then the Goron place too. So
yeah, nice. Yeah, that's the ones. I think I did it the other way around. I did Goron first and then the bird one, and now the Gerudo one. But
yeah, and you know, you meant like for bosses and stuff like that. Like I think in the Rito one, I died a couple of times, but like in the Goron one, I didn't die once. I was like, I knew exactly what to do, and it just
was that the crab? That was a crab, right?
Yeah. I also I think I had like a defense up like potion or whatever, so like that really helped because you know when you have so few hearts, you're just like, man, like let's go, let's kind of cheese it a little bit. But I mean, it's within the realm of, you know, everything with the game. It's not cheating, or is it? But
yeah, I'll be interested to know what you think of the Gerudo boss.
Yeah, well, right now I'm like I'm really close to the Zora one, so like that's where I'm probably going next, just because I'm right there.
How many hearts have you got now?
Now, ever since our last chat, I just started getting more and more hearts because I have 1.5 things of stamina, and it's been fine for me so far. So like
I feel like I led you down the wrong path. I'm like,
maybe like 8 or 9 hearts. It's fine. Like I still do climb in a lot of places. I mean, yeah, oh my gosh.
There is that evil stone which can take your life away from you and put it back to how you want it. Yeah.
Yes, I mean there are. So if I find it being a little annoying, then I'll take care of it. So
yeah. I'm trying to see an image in the chat. He says he likes the Addison sign puzzles. So goofy. Yeah, there's a fun cheat for that one actually. I discovered recently. If you get annoyed with those, there's some kind of hover platforms that you can get. If you just like put it under the sign and switch the hover platform on, it works for pretty much all of them.
Wow. Okay.
You have to get the hover platform. Yeah.
At first doing them, they did take a little bit of brain power, but then after a while, you just know it's like, okay, this is kind of like this and boom, boom, boom. But there are still some of them that are kind of tricky. Or like one of them that I came across, he was like on a hill, kind of. Yeah. So that made it really annoying.
Yeah.
But
that's right. Yeah, there's a lot of variation. All the signs look very, very different as well, which is quite clever. And there is apparently there's an reward at the end. There's about 80 across the world.
Really?
Yeah, there's 80 of those Addison guys, and you do get some kind of clothing reward at the end. I'm not sure exactly, but yeah.
Dude, he's in some random ass places. Like one of them I found, it wasn't even on the road. I was like, why? It's like I just happened to come across this really random area. It's like, why are you at the edge of this cliff? I mean, this cliff that looks out into like an empty jungle or something. It's like no one is going to see this thing, dude.
What an asshole.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a guy that, talking about the Japanese voices earlier. He's the guy who's like 100% Japanese. Like, if people don't know Japanese, just listen to the Addison Sang guy.
I'd say
It's a Japanese dude.
Either him or named Kilton, the monster guy. He's in Breath of the Wild too. In Breath of the Wild, you traded like monster parts with him and stuff like that. He's like a brother. Anyways, he's
even more Beetle. Beetle is a good example.
Beetle too, yeah.
Yeah, Beetle talks like a guy who thinks he knows English but can't, but is really like cocky. You know, like you get Japanese guys who go, "Hello, I speak English." You know, like that. He's one of those guys.
It's like,
yeah,
you can say all the syllables of the word there, please.
Do you like sushi?
You know, sush. It's like, yes.
Eat the tiramisu, right? Everyone loves tiramisu.
Yeah. All right. Well, Metal Mike's also, he joined us too. He said, "Hey guys, apologies for being late. Got lost in a stroll through Hyrule. So many quests." Yeah, I think, me and James
waiting.
Yeah. Well, before we close out,
there's a lot of quests,
dude.
Quests on top of quests.
There's so much. God, yeah.
There's multiple categories of quests now. There's not less story quests. There's like shrine quests, sub quests, adventure quests, sub adventure quests.
Yeah, I've been enjoying Tarrytown, whatever the town.
That's another one. 60 hours in, I still haven't found all Tarrytown.
Dude, I made it a point to go there because I'm like, I know where this is, kind of, and then I had to meet somebody there, and for like one of the side missions, I was like, okay, we're going. That's where I'm at, like now, basically around that area. So
that's a fun mission in Breath of the Wild. Like slowly, this town gets regenerated, and
I love that. I love that so much. It was so fun.
It's cool. Man. That's the guy, the sign guy. That's the boss.
It's Hudson.
Hudson's town, right? Yeah,
dude.
You're
gonna love just the whole thing that they do in this game. It's awesome. It's great.
Looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Did you guys see the guy on Twitter who built the perfect copy of the thingamajig that killed Shinzo Abe?
Oh my Christ!
No, link me up.
Oh boy.
I think it's in my likes somewhere. But yes, somebody did that. You guys seen any other really funny, wacky devices online?
I've seen so many, I can't even remember everything that I've seen.
There's some pretty good torture chambers. Like there was actually I think it was from a Chinese user actually, because this game has been localized into Chinese in case you didn't know. Like he was trapping a chicken, or cuckoos, right? They call it cuckoos, right, in Zelda, inside a cage, and if a cuckoo gets like aggravated, it'll like lay an egg. So he was trapping multiple in this cage, and then like hitting one of them, and then you usually get attacked, right? But because he was also in the cage, like he couldn't be hurt. So and he just kind of made this egg farming machine where he could just like hit cuckoos and like get like hundreds and hundreds of eggs while they were all like trying to kill him from the outside, and they couldn't.
Wow.
So it was like, if you just search for like egg farming machine Tears of the Kingdom, you'll probably find it.
I saw a similar one where somebody had trapped like an electric choo-choo, like those little globby guys, and it was using it to somehow power some machine to like make it move. Like,
oh yeah, the batteries can take electric charges from anything.
That's what it was. Because it was pretty crazy. It wasn't perfect, but like the idea was just like, wow, this is like, slave labor.
And I've also seen some pretty kind of nasty kind of grinder machines where like people have put those spiky metal sheets onto devices and then put like springs on them, and then obviously constructed some kind of machine like vehicle around it. And basically, it's going around like some kind of like horrific, monster truck grinder thing where it just grabs like a boss character and just like crushes it to death. It's like wiping out like just 30 enemies with one grinding crush. It's pretty
Awesome.
gruesome. And
Awesome.
in a similar vein, fishing, like, what is it? Like, if you whistle for your horse, fish get scared away.
Okay.
But like, if you set up something in the water where the fish can't escape, and then start whistling for your horse, like all the fish kind of like get slowly towards the beach.
Okay.
And somebody just like had this just mass of dead fish on the beach, and is like, this is the best way to go fishing.
It is.
There it is.
Yeah.
Beach
Well,
the fish.
I've accidentally done the whistle. Like I was in a place where I was stealthily like invading like a monster cave, and instead of hitting like the button to change like my ultra hand power, I hit the whistle button. and I was like, you had to be like naked too, and to like beat all these guys. Yeah, that run didn't end well.
Isn't whistle down on the D-pad?
Yeah, because I think I wanted to use whatever.
Attach your weapon. Attach something to your weapon.
I don't know, and for the ultra hand, and I just like, here's how I change it with down. I was like, why did I just do that? But
the talking about attaching stuff, like you get like a magic wand, but it's blank. There's like nothing on it. You're like, what the hell is this about? You attach gems to it. If you attach a ruby to it, that becomes a fire rod.
Okay, because I found some with stuff attached to it, then I found some that are just naked.
Yeah. You can just make your own.
Makes sense. I'd rather sell the ruby and get cash. But
all that, yeah.
You guys want to see the thingamajig?
Sure.
Okay.
Here, all right, here we go. Share screen. Let's go.
Does it beat Fire Penis? Let's see. Can you make it a little bit bigger, Ty?
Yeah.
Cool. Here we go.
Right.
There we go. That's a giant gat. That's the gun from Fallout.
Nice. That kind of like testicle thing hanging under the bottom, that's like a stabilizer, I think it's called. Keeps it upright, which is why it's not falling down.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
Okay. Good time for JCat to come into the chat. There you go.
Right, exactly.
What the hell are we doing?
Right. Welcome, JCat. Thanks for
welcome to the show.
Yeah. Well, before we close out new business, I'll just I was going to go ahead and show my shirt that I picked up. It's a Tears of the Kingdom one. I'll go ahead and make myself full screen here if you guys don't mind. So I apologize for anyone watching me. No, but yeah, I picked up the Japanese version of the Tears of the Kingdom shirt. You can see here, cool, the Japanese logo. It's very reminiscent of the original Legend of Zelda, which you can kind of see right here. So that's cool. Yeah, I also, man, they were selling like this notebook like on my Nintendo as well, and it's like literally kind of like looks like a leather bound book. And I thought about using this thing until I got it, and I was like, yeah, this thing is actually probably too nice to even use. So
not as good as this notebook and t-shirt, Danny, to be honest.
Yeah, sorry.
Available now.
Yeah, can't argue there.
Wow, you got the Street Fighter 6 merch.
Right.
I think you got it the wrong way around, mate.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the
true.
There's this Famicast Season 6 shirt, Famicast Season 6 mugs, and notebook, and water bottle. Look at that, glorious.
Yeah,
I'll put that in the chat. Actually, I think we have links to this anyway, don't we? On the website.
Yeah, that's fine. If any of you guys are interested in some cool merch, we got some cool merch
available now.
Yeah, man, we've been going a long time on new business, but yeah, lots of cool stuff we talked about. Hope you guys had a good time catching up with us and what we were up to. Now we got a little bit of bookkeeping to take care of.
Paying the bills.
Yeah, sponsor stuff. Tokyo Beat, we're part of the Tokyo Beat network. We're going to have a word from one of the other shows on the network that's coming up here briefly. But yeah, first, let's get a word from our sponsor.
Listen up, or go to the bathroom.
Today's show is brought to you by ePost Gaming Audio. With their comprehensive lineup of both wired and wireless headsets, gaming amplifiers, microphones, and webcams, ePost has everything you need to experience the power of audio. Like their H6 Pro lineup, which features two versions, an open or closed headset. The closed headset allows you to tap into exceptionally detailed audio and seals out ambient noise, while the open version delivers natural high-fidelity audio with an incredible soundstage. Both headsets include a magnetic detachable microphone and a sleek design that has no wild RGB configurations, just good design. Listeners can save 15% by visiting www.epostaudio.com/gaming and entering the code EPOSTFRIEND15 at checkout. Again, that's www.epostaudio.com/gaming and EPOSTFRIEND15 at checkout. And here we go for another one.
Alex, hi, I'm Ray. How would you explain our show, No More Whoppers?
Are you a nerd having trouble transitioning from your 20s to 30s to 40s and beyond? Age with us, not at us.
I'm already gray.
Are you tired of the man keeping you down? If you see something, say something. Do you enjoy the family computer? Capsule computing. We got them all. No more Whoppers. We outlived the queen. She said it couldn't be done.
No, I'm fading.
Come back. I can't do this alone. Do you enjoy number munchers? And is numbers what you call
Then listen to No More Whoppers.
only on the Tokyo Beat Network?
Holy shit, number munchers. I am down with number munchers.
Yeah, that was wild, right?
What just happened? I don't know.
Exactly. But what's going to happen right now is some now playing at thefamicast.com. Yeah, now playing at famicast.com. Lots of stuff going up on the website. I've been kind of busy here for me personally. So I haven't been doing too many videos and stuff like that. But yeah, there's a bunch of news stories and stuff like that that are going up on the site like every day, every other day, or something like that. So you can catch up on a lot of stuff. There's some other stuff that I've been meaning to get to. Like there's some really cool events that are going to be happening in Japan, like Japan only stuff, like this Splatoon thing. Like kind of like a stamp rally that they're doing down in Fukuoka Prefecture. There's like an Animal Crossing thing. I think it's like aquariums or something. I don't remember, but like something I'm gonna like work on. And then yeah, you can see some of the stuff, kind of alluding to some of the stuff we're gonna cover in news. I mean, then too, physical versions of Dead Cells, Return to Castlevania launching in Japan. That's different than what you'll find in the West. I mean, we got a lot of like oddball stuff like this on the site that you probably won't see anywhere else for a variety of reasons. Sometimes because who cares?
No one cares, but it's still cool.
Exactly.
Hey, if you listen to the Famicast, you'd probably find it cool.
Yeah, exactly. And for Patreon, we are kind of working on something for our season 7. We first of all want to thank you guys for your continued patronage and understanding and just generosity. We do really appreciate it. Bear with us here as we're trying to get things ready for that. And James, you what did you do here recently for our current patrons? You did something?
Yeah, well, we were just looking at the merch store a few minutes ago, and they are finally got their merchandise. Probably going to be sharing photos of it in our Discord soon enough. But yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing people finally getting the season 6 mugs. I know friend of the show, Rich Catalano, he has every single mug from every single season. So
nice.
Actually, if Rich is listening, I'd like to see a picture of all 6 mugs lined up. That'd be great.
Yeah,
he's the only man on earth who has all 6. I think.
Yeah, I don't even have all 6. I have our season 10 one right here because it's chipped. When I was like washing it, I dropped it, and I'm just worried that it was just gonna break off in my mouth when I'm drinking my morning coffee. So.
Yes.
Yeah.
So the patrons for season 6, they could of a certain tier, they could either choose one piece of merch of their choice or 2. Rich is at the highest tier, so he got to choose 2. Some people even wanted like season 1 shirts, that's the one I have actually. So still rocking that one. And the beer glass, of course. And
it's so good.
That's the 10-year anniversary mug that Danny was just showing off, and 10-year anniversary shirt. We got loads of cool stuff, even some masks on there, and a pink shirt, and baseball caps, and so many cool things. We can't get it because we're in Japan, and if we try to order stuff to Japan, it's like $48 just for postage.
Yeah, not recommended. Like basically, when I got 2 beer glasses, and it's like. Shipping is the same as the as the glass itself. I mean, I'm happy that I got them, but like, man.
But for season 7, we're still working out the details, as Danny was saying. But yeah, of course, as usual, we're going to have new merch and maybe even a new show, which should be interesting. But yeah, we'll keep that under wraps for now. But yeah, we'll be announcing stuff in the upcoming episodes. So please to be looking forward to enjoying.
All this and more
available later.
Perfect.
Not yet.
All right. Well, oh man, what the hell are we doing? James?
I think we used to got the JAPANews.
That's right, folks. It's time for the JAPANews, the time of the show where we talk about the latest and greatest comings and goings of Nintendo in Japan and stuff that you don't know about. Like, this is all brand new. No, not really. But this is some news that we think is fun. Some of it's like really fresh. Some of it's about a week old. But we're here to talk about it. Yeah, exactly.
I like it. Now you're talking my language.
See, in the first bit, I'll just go ahead and bring this up here. But this is something that actually just kind of dropped yesterday. And I think a lot of people are probably kind of excited about this, and I think you should be. So Pikmin 4 obviously is coming soon.
Yes,
Oh, wait.
Yes.
Or is it? Or is it Mother 3 finally coming out?
Wow.
Finally. Yeah, what a dastardly image that they start out with.
I know. Was Reggie Fils-Aimé responsible for cutting this trailer?
He might have had some kind of input on this, But yeah,
what an asshole.
I mean, wow, if you clicked on the video, like Nintendo's website, you could tell that it's for Pikmin because it literally says Pikmin in, as the title. But yes, still, yeah, Pikmin 4, they showed off a brand new like prologue trailer for the game. Like one of the kind of interesting wrinkles here is, well, Olimar's here, he crashes on a planet, same old stuff. But this time around, you get to basically create your own guy and go, or gal, whatever, and go rescue him. And some of the other people on the, what did they say? Like rescue team. It's maybe it's going to pop up here.
6 people needs to be rescued.
Something like that. But I mean, it's details are still a little bit sparse. But it looks like Pikmin, looks like fun. I'm kind of debating because I have a one of the Nintendo vouchers for another game. I'm not gonna say free game because you pay for the goddamn thing, But
free $100 game. Yes.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, I'm interested, and maybe just for the sake of having something to talk about on the show, maybe that's something I'll dig into. I don't know. Right. Ty, did you play the original Pikmin? I feel like we've probably had this conversation before.
I did. I fully completed it. I enjoyed it. It was fun.
Okay.
It was the last game Miyamoto made before psychedelic mushrooms were made illegal in Japan.
Coincidence? Question mark?
Right.
No. Absolutely not. That's my theory. I'm sticking to it.
All right.
Well, Danny, you didn't mention the creator character thing. That's new.
I did.
The
kind of did it. Maybe I didn't say it clearly enough.
It's from the 1-minute trailer. Game Explained did a 48-hour documentary about it, and they discovered that each kind of character type that you choose has different sets of like faces and hair and stuff like that.
Okay.
So like, if you choose like this girl character, for example, she has a certain set of hair and set of facial things. And this guy, the kind of pear-shaped head guy, has a different set. So
that's my guy from Street Fighter.
Perfect.
Show me your moves.
Right.
You can choose your, what is it? So skin color, and that's a new thing. Body type, there's 4 body types, and then facial expression, hair type, and then hair color, and then suit color, I think, and then your name as well. So
okay,
Captain Bivens or whatever.
Yes, exactly.
So, I mean, I was kind of one of those people I just admires Pikmin from a distance. It's like it's not for me, but it looks cute, and I think I played the demo of Pikmin 3.
Oh, okay.
Maybe on the Switch or Wii U, I can't remember.
But
and it's like, oh yeah, this is cute, but it feels exactly like the other Pikmin game that I played, and yeah, not for me, but yeah,
fair. That's fair.
People who like it, and I'm happy for them. They get a 4th game.
Yeah.
Did you guys ever try the Pikmin mobile game?
Yes.
I didn't. I did not.
How was it? I know somebody who's a big fan of it.
Huh.
It's fun actually. It's a little bit more passive than even Pokemon Go. But like you can send Pikmin off to like get stuff like in real time. So like you don't spin the discs like on Pokemon Go. It's like flowers or something like that, like big flowers. And then your actual real life neighborhood gets infected with poisonous mushrooms. So you have to kind of you have to grow Pikmin to fight them. And then from that, you get like items and seeds and money and stuff like that.
Okay.
So that's the cycle is like cure your neighborhood by planting pretty flowers and killing the mushrooms and like, growing Pikmin and collecting more stuff. That's the cycle.
Okay.
Yeah.
Actually, Hi Tani has a comment here about this game. I played Pikmin Bloom for a week and then noticed that only me and one other guy played it in my city. You can follow my flower trail from the train station to my home. Scary. So I stopped. Lol.
Yeah. That's right.
Yeah,
Plot twist. He's now living with that man.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah, so that's that. Well, I mean, Nintendo will obviously be sharing some more about Pikmin 4 here. I mean, geez, it's coming out in like a month and a half.
Oh shit! Oh, is it July something?
July 21st. And actually, Christian in the chat, he or she asked something that we're going to be talking about here shortly. But what do y'all think about AEW Fight Forever on the Switch? We're going to talk about that here in just a bit.
Oh boy, do I have thoughts about it.
Yeah, I think maybe I'm the only one. But before we get to that, Ty, there's something I think everybody is a lot more excited about than any other thing here. So you want to take that next one?
Yes. All right. Yes, the game we've all been waiting for.
Yes.
Everybody, 1-2 switch. Let's go. Do you have that wonderful art?
I do.
Ready?
I do. I'm getting it pulled up here in just a second.
Okay. Let's see. Worldwide release June 30th. Will retail for the low price 3,200 yen. That's like less than 30 USD.
Yeah. I think the US price is like $30.
Yeah. All right.
The equivalent in other regions as well. So
cool. All right. You can pre-order now. Let's see. Other than the reveal on social media, little is known about the game. Outside of some rumors.
Yeah.
What are the rumors?
That's a steaming pile of horse shit.
Yeah. Well, I mean, last summer actually there was like
I mean, they're even hinting it by having a horse on the front of the box.
Yeah. And dude, okay, the crazy thing about this horse mask, like I never saw one of these outside of like an animated GIF, like when I was in like 2005. And then I came to Japan and I found the freaking mask at like some shop, and I was like, oh my god, this is where these are born. And right. I think even like bought one or something. And I mean, it's a weird mask that you find here all the time.
I've seen a few at fighting game events.
All right, exactly.
Yeah.
And
so it does look like they're going for Jackbox Party kind of thing. Like I think they said you can use your own phone as a controller.
If you look at the screen right now, you can see that.
That's right.
And even the horseman is holding a phone, and you can't quite make out what it says aside from a button that says go.
So I guess it's like more people can play, and maybe you can stream it and play online from people like that. Maybe not. I don't know. I mean, that would make sense, but because it's Nintendo, you never know.
Yeah. Back to like something that a website called Fanbyte had put out last summer, that like this game has just had kind of like a weird development cycle. Like apparently it was completed like as of last year or earlier. They had like packaging ready. The game was pretty much done. Right, but like the thing was, according to internal sources and stuff, people just didn't think it was fun. They just thought it was just boring, because it is a lot more of the same. But I think one of the things with 1-2 Switch, I mean, you can hate it if you want to, whatever. I mean, I had fun with it. It's fun in party settings, but outside of...
Is it?
I think it's fun. But it's if you're in the mood and you want to play it, then yeah, it can be fun. And Ginky did say there are no screenshots. There is one screenshot. this
All
picture
worth
of this weird man with suspenders and his girlfriend.
For a second, I thought that guy had his hands down his pants.
Let's just hope
That's
that
what
he
it
does.
looks like.
Yeah. Well,
especially with that facial expression. Jesus Christ.
And the bow tie and the disheveled hair like really make it click.
Yeah, we got to edit that out a little bit. There it is. Okay, now it's a little bit more. Yeah, perfect.
I mean, that is just. Oh my god!
Put that in the YouTube thumbnail, please.
Gene he said, I said, yeah, hey, I had fun with it with 1-2 Switch. Blink twice if it doesn't make you say that. Yes. No,
I think it's a $3 download game that for some reason was 50.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you got to think about when 1-2 Switch came out. It was Switch launch. I mean, this was a pretty decent launch. I mean, obviously Breath of the Wild was there, but I mean, I think it served as kind of like a potential party thing, whatever. Yeah. But anyways, like, this is so wild that they finally decided just to drop this, and with no fanfare. There are no videos on YouTube yet. They only have like a product page, I think, in all the regions, but that's it. And a tweet that said this thing exists. So
I'm going to go out on a limb and say it's going to be absolutely garbage.
Probably. I mean, it doesn't, like I said, their people weren't saying very nice things. And actually, yeah, Christian said, hey, how is this game still about $35 for the original 50? I'm confused on what this game can consist of. Well, I think they'd have a harder time if they tried to sell this new one for like 50 or 60 bones. Like, that would just be insane.
My favorite memory of 1-2 Switch is at the Switch launch event when they had the actual actors come to that place, and I was like filming the guy dancing for like 35 minutes. It was great.
Like, that's the thing. Like, those actors that are in 1-2 Switch, like the first one, like those guys they're like just actors that are just hired in Japan to do random things. Sometimes you'll see him on TV. It's weird. Like that big guy. Sometimes you'll see him. It's wild.
Oh, the big guy, yeah.
Yeah, there was a big guy on there. Anyways, trying to get caught up on some comments here. Yeah, don't worry, that's just a Joy-Con up his pants. Yes, thank you, Gene. All right, hi, Donnie.
I thought he was excited to see me.
Right. Hi, Tony. Didn't Nintendo mention not too long ago that they had absolutely no idea what to do with the 1-2 Switch sequel? Well, maybe that's why they didn't release whatever they had for as long as they did. Yeah, and I think Jinsei kind of hits it. What I was kind of trying to say. I think a game like this, this kind of game is fine for launch, but a sequel, I think they're trying to capture something Wii Sports did, and I don't think 1-2 Switch captured it any. Well, obviously, 1-2 freaking Wii Sports. Like, good luck trying to bottle that again, And yeah, this isn't it. I mean, yeah, 1-2 Switch did sell something like 3.25 million units or something crazy like that, but benefit of being out at launch when there's not a lot of things. If you see Nintendo like on something like as a publisher or developer or whatever, that might make you a little bit excited. But anyway, yeah. Okay. Any more thoughts on this game, guys, or whatever? I just thought it was just weird that it's out. It's coming.
Zero
soon.
thoughts, zero thinking.
It's probably for the best.
Talking about Nintendo or us now?
Yes.
Exactly.
Yeah, kind of change up.
Danny, I found the the video of us at the Switch event.
All right.
And yeah, these are the boxes, right?
Yep.
Remember these guys?
Yep, I remember.
It's these 4 random white people in a box in Japan doing stuff. Yeah, this was it. Oh, the dancing guy, he was so good.
It's me.
Oh yeah, not Danny.
I was kind of dancing there.
Danny was dancing, but that's not the guy I was referring to.
Yeah, I mean this whole video too. This is on Nintendo World Report's Nintendo World Report TV, one of the earlier videos over there on that channel.
Right. I think we had a cut on our channel.
Did we?
Dig it out, like a comedy version.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Okay.
Is it my turn on the news, Danny?
Because I added like
it's
Pikmin.
you.
I added Pikmin late, and I don't think you want to talk about wrestling. So,
Well, that's where you're absolutely right.
yes. So another thing too, obviously, well, not obviously. Actually, yeah. Christian also said I'd rather see a follow up to Ring Fit Adventure, and said, yeah, I think that would be.
Yeah, I'd be down with that.
Yeah, much better. We'll just have some DLC or something. You know, more stuff to do. But yeah, so AEW Fight Forever, that game finally got a release date after basically AEW and everybody saying like, hey, this game's going to be coming, you know, soon. And like, you know, whatever. It finally has a release date. That's going to be June 30th. No, the 29th. Oh my God. June 30th, excuse me. And yeah, it's coming out on every single platform out there. You know, obviously Switch, Xbox, PlayStation, Steam, you know, all that type of stuff. One thing that I found kind of interesting and weird is that while you can pre-order the game on every platform in the West, in Japan, you cannot do a pre-order on the Switch version. As a matter of fact, THQ Nordic Japan actually went out and basically said in all their press releases and all that stuff as well, like websites here in Japan, like 4Gamer and stuff, are basically saying like, it basically says like, hey, we don't have any information on the Switch release yet, which I find weird because we would think, okay, maybe it's a localization thing, but then no, because the game's coming out in Japanese on the PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, Xbox for crying out loud, Steam. And then too, even if you look at the languages and stuff like that on the North American store for this game, Japanese is listed as an available language. So that's just so weird. And I don't know what the hell's going on. Like the only reason I kind of care is because like they have like some like a season pass or something like that. And, you know, my main account is Japanese. So like if you were to buy a game, and then I think if I were to buy just the DLC on the American store, but keep playing with like my Japanese account as my main, like the hooks to my Japanese account are obviously there. So if it tries to hook up to an eShop, it's going to try to go to the Japanese eShop. If something's not there, it's not going to be able to pull it. Like it's weird. I kind of ran into a similar issue with MLB The Show. But yeah, anyway, I mean, that's like a weird, very weird type of thing that nobody out there will have to worry about. But, you know, it would be kind of convenient to be able to pay for something in currency that I earned. But yeah, at any rate, like, I don't know. I've seen a little bit of footage of the Switch version. It does look a little bit worse, obviously, than what you'll find on the more powerful hardware. Big surprise there. But I think the art style kind of it makes it so that it's not such a big deal. It's not such like a photorealistic game. It's more kind of like, you know, obviously like an arcade style type of deal. So I don't think it's a huge deal there. But
and you know, mate.
Yeah, and I did get to play this game at TGS, and I thought it was pretty fun. And it kind of actually inspired me to watch AEW, and I have been for like since like October of last year. But oh yeah, AZ too. And when you said wrestling, I was expecting WrestleQuest coverage. Yeah, sorry. We did play that, or we did get to try that out at TGS. But
TGS, yeah. That's good times.
And yeah, Gene says 64. He knows exactly what I'm talking about. Japanese Switch owners are going to miss out on Matt Hardy and Broken Matt Hardy. Literally the names of like 2 DLC characters that you get for like pre-ordering the game.
Punished Venom Matt Hardy.
What does it mean by the Broken Matt Hardy?
Like, I guess when he was like fucked up or something, or broken or whatever. I don't know. Old. I mean, he's old now, so it's kind of like it looks like a younger version of him than like his current version now. So. And I don't know. And yeah, Christian brings this up too. He's like, is it just me or I feel like the Switch version might get delayed? Maybe that's the reason. Maybe that's why the Japanese side of things is saying like, yeah, don't get too excited here, pal. So we'll see. If that happens, I'm gonna be kind of mad. But yeah. Anyway, that's that.
So. Available now.
Yes. So anyways, yeah, we'll be I'll be talking about that when it comes out. So all right, well, last up, James, you want to take that story?
Yeah, boy. So it's time for retro chat here on the Famicast, Nintendo Switch Online. Just Shadow dropped a whole bunch of games. We're watching the Japanese trailer if you're watching the video version. So Super Ultra Baseball, Super Baseball Simulator 1000. Is that 1000?
Yep, 1000 exactly.
Okay, not 1.000.
Right.
Yo, you see that guy jump?
Yeah, this looks pretty wild.
For the Super Nintendo / Super Famicom. So I'm assuming Super Ultra Baseball is the American title.
No.
Is that all one title?
No. Sorry, the left side
Mm-hmm.
here is the Japanese one, and then the right side is the Western title.
Baseball Simulator 1000 is the Western one. I'm not sure if it got released in Europe. Did it?
I'm not sure about that. I mean, on the Switch, yes.
Yeah. The original one.
Gene say, I love that baseball game so much. Nice, man. Nice.
Me too. I mean, we talked about Baseball Simulator before.
Yeah.
There's nothing fucking simulator about it.
Right. Yeah. Man, like, it's kind of crazy because it's been out on the Switch since like May 2021. But it's just finally coming out in the the Japanese version. I mean, you could play it.
Right?
That
wasn't a fever dream.
No. It's true. It's real.
It was released in Japan on July 12th, 1991, and in America, December 1991, and in Europe, get fucked.
Okay. Well, there's baseball. So
of course, yeah.
Right.
Just something didn't sit right. I just had to check that. Anyway, Baburunoto for the Famicom, aka Mystery Tower. Not the Tower of Babel. I guess they couldn't get away with that back in the 80s.
Yeah, well, this has an interesting kind of story. I put that on the tail end of the notes there. But this was never localized. At least the Famicom version was never, or NES version was never localized back in the day until now, which is how they came up with that new name, I guess. That's really weird. I'm not sure. This might have been out on other platforms in English, but not like a Famicom or NES version in English.
Interesting. Yeah. There it is. Next one. I'm going to save the best one for last, actually. So Metafight EX, a.k.a. Blaster Master, Enemy Below. That's a Game Boy Color game. So I didn't know Blaster Master was called Metafight.
Yeah, it's weird naming conventions.
Yeah.
I remember hearing that.
But yeah, the biggest one is kind of amazing because it's first amazing because it hasn't been re-released before, and second because you kind of needed to do a little bit of hardware trickery to make it work, and that is KORO Kirby, aka Kirby's Tilt and Tumble, another game which wasn't released in Europe, by the way.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, so this one's a little bit weird why it wasn't, but I don't know, whatever reason. I guess it was an expensive game to make because this is the one that had a cartridge with what do you call it? Not a motion sensor.
Gyro,
yeah. And they've actually made it work on Switch. So yeah, you can actually just tilt your controller or tilt your physical Switch and play the Game Boy game as it was meant to be played back in whenever it was when it came
2000.
out. 2000. Wow, that's a late Game Boy game. Or Game Boy Color.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's pretty exciting. Koro is Japanese for kind of rolling around. Like there's actually these. There's I actually don't know what you call them in English because we don't really use them in my country. But like those sticky rollers that you kind of like you roll it on like your clothes, for example.
Yeah,
that's a lint roller.
There it is. There it is. That word.
Yeah, but it's not because lint rollers usually have like little spikes on it. It's like a physical thing. But like Koro is sticker. It's just a sticker basically, like sticky.
Well, I know,
tape.
but they have those in America and stuff. I've seen them.
Yeah, very wasteful because you just like throw it away afterwards, right? But
I use one. I have to use one.
there's a brand in Japan called Koro.
Everybody just calls it Koro too.
Yeah,
like my wife, she's like, "Hey, can you get the Koro?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure."
So there it is. So Koro Kirby. It comes from that. In case you were interested, Japanese facts.
There it is.
Laying down the smack attack.
Yeah, Gene says also, like I said, he's a big fan of that baseball game, so he can already enjoy it. But if you want to play it in Japanese, now you can.
Touchdown!
Exactly.
That's right.
Yeah.
So, oh yeah, Haitani says WarioWare tested as well. So the gyro games were not released in the EU because the process to get them approved for EU standards for toys just takes extremely long. Even though they don't use mercury, but some other stuff. Interesting. Okay, so I guess because it had to be classified as a toy,
interesting,
as opposed to a video game.
Yeah, WarioWare Twister as well, apparently. So,
Where can I get some video games with mercury in them?
Yeah,
exactly. Go to space.
Is that are they in batteries? Mercury's in batteries, right? Any
so.
game with a battery back of it?
Old thermometers.
Yeah,
we'll make this out of old thermometers and give it to some kids. We fine.
Yeah, just break it open and taste it, see if it is first.
Exactly.
A video game journalist's favorite pastime: tasting the cartridges.
Right. God.
Cool. Hashtag never forget. Right. Switch game on launch day.
Exactly.
So yeah, that's some mixture of never heard of it, and that's pretty cool.
Yeah,
with the Switch online collection there. Good job.
Yeah, it's a good mix. It's a good mix.
I always like it when they do like a game that's actually quite hard to do, not just like copy and pasting some bullshit, that no one cares about. It's like, oh, a game that people actually want and was actually needed some programming to fix,
Yeah.
Well done, Nintendo.
And even with the Tower Babel, or what the hell's the new game or the new name, Mystery Tower, like, unless I've totally got my facts wrong, like it's always possible, but like just having some effort put into something and just localizing something this amount of time later, regardless of how complicated or uncomplicated it is, that's cool. Yeah, obviously, Nintendo Switch Online, Famicom and Super Famicom, there's a lot of great games on there, but there's also a bunch of stuff on there that's just weird. But it's always kind of fun when you have like an update like this where it's like, okay, like I can dig some of these things.
I think you're right, Danny, about the Tower of Babel, at least according to Wikipedia.
Okay. I think I maybe saw like Donald on Nintendo World Report maybe wrote something about that, because I was just checking.
It was released on the Wii U Virtual Console in 2014.
Yep.
Yeah,
in Japan only.
While it remained exclusive to Japan for several years. It received its first worldwide release in June 2023. Hey, that's right now.
Yeah.
Wow.
So weird.
So I guess
on point with those Wikipedia updates.
Yeah,
somebody's on point. There it is. And the date and the release date still has Japan only. So I guess that there is no box art. So I'm assuming the box art on the Western Nintendo Switch app is just the Japanese box art.
Oh, if you check the English trailer, they'd probably show something, but I'm not sure. I didn't check. I just only seen the Japanese one. But
there it is. Wow, we're slamming down the factoids in this episode. You're welcome.
Exactly. All right. Well, that is actually going to do it for the JAPANews.
Wait,
you hear that?
I did hear something then, actually.
All right.
Yes, that music indicates the start of the Fukubukuro of Fabulousness. We didn't do one in the last episode because we went heavy on the Tears of the Kingdom. Well, we did in this episode as well, but we're doing it. Some people have completed it and they're looking for a new game. Those people are maniacs, and I salute them. But if you're new to the show or you have no idea what the hell I'm talking about, this is the part of the show where we look at a whole bunch of games for dead cheap in it. So yeah, these are games which have never been cheaper, and they're probably good. They got a Metacritic score of about 75%, which is legally binding as all right. Or if you ask any Nintendo fan on the internet, pure garbage, 75. So yeah, let's see what we got. If you see a game that you own and you say, hey, that's good, but I didn't pay that much for it, Jesus Christ, that's much cheaper, then let us know. We'd appreciate it, and people listening would appreciate it. So Okami has been this cheap before. but if you don't have it, it's $10 right now. Both the Ori games, the Microsoft exclusive, never coming to any other console, so don't even think about it, is available on Switch for only $6. The first one is the Ori and the Blind Forest is the first one. That's $5, and the sequel is $6. And apparently the sequel is like way better and has like a better save system and better everything. So you might just want to get the second one. And they both run really well on Switch. They did a good conversion, which is good. Good job, Microsoft. Well done.
I think a couple games that are a little more up my alley. We got Retro City Rampage.
Yeah, boy.
And Quake.
$5.
Quake one.
Yeah. Quake. $4.
Yep.
Shantae, maybe, Ty?
Yeah. Shantae and the Pirate's Curse. I think I got that, like, which one is that? I can never get the title straight in my head.
Should we have a look at some screen grabs? See if
Yeah.
Jog
Was that
your
the one that
memory?
was on Kickstarter, or this is like an updated old one? Oh yeah. This is like an
Updated
the
old
older
one, it
ones
looks
that
like
got an update, I think.
Yeah.
I think
Is it?
I got this like as a bonus from the Kickstarter.
There you go.
Booba.
There it is. Those boobs were definitely re-upraised, weren't they?
Yep.
So was the original like a Game Boy Color?
Color.
game, I guess?
Yeah, the OG Shantae is Game Boy Color. Also a huge collector's item, I think.
Yeah, and they definitely went widescreen back in those days, right?
True.
So that's a full remake. Yeah, lots of Thai games today. Actually, we've got
Neurovoider. I enjoyed that.
Danmaku Unlimited 3.
Oh, I
Bullet
haven't
Hell?
played that one, but
Oh, okay.
have-
It's Metacritic score of 84, so
Wow.
it's a good one. So
Yeah.
Danmaku is Japanese for like
Bullet Hell.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Bullet Hell. So these kind of games, you know
Nice.
the ones, right? Games where lots of things are firing at you, and you
Shoot
have
the
to
shots.
avoid them. That's right. Shoot the bullets and kill the things in space. You know the drill.
Yeah.
There was another Thai game actually. Oh, the
X
Demon
Legacy
Turf.
Collection. Demon Turf, yeah, the neon one.
Yes.
I think that one is maybe only on Switch, whereas OG Demon Turf is on everything.
Okay.
Okay. This one
I'm
is
not sure.
$3.49.
Yeah.
Seems like a good deal. Shovel Knight. This is worth talking about. Not regular Shovel Knight. Shovel Knight Pocket Dungeon.
Uh-huh.
So they recently released some DLC for this. I don't know if you guys saw that.
I did. I saw something about that. Yeah.
Yeah. Man, there's so many Shovel Knight games now. There's Shovel Knight Pocket Dungeon. And when I clicked on it, there was like other users also liked Shovel Knight Dig. Yeah, there's a lot of Shovel Knight stuff going down. So Shovel Knight, what's it called? Shovel Knight Puzzle League? No, Pocket Dungeon.
Pocket Dungeon.
Looks like this. All the usual lovely sprite goodness. And yeah, it's a puzzle game. It has different kind of colored modes and like a story and stuff. Looks fun as hell. That is currently, is that $10? Yes, it is $10, which is half off. So it's $20 usually, and this is the lowest. It's been this low before apparently. Matches previous low. Let me see. Oh wow, the Ace Attorney trilogy. It is fully a Thai special today.
Hell yeah.
10...
and don't forget they just had Doom for $2.
I saw that.
Yeah. Well, that's. I don't think that's ever not on sale.
$2 though.
Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney trilogy is $10, down from $30, and this, my friends, is the lowest price ever. Always good to see that, right? I always get excited when.
Have you guys played through this yet?
I just played through the first one. I still have. I still have the one you lent me, dude.
Yeah,
you
gotta play this shit.
I know. God. I think I even bought this on 3DS, like the 1, 2, 3 collection, because at one point it was like $5 or 500 yen or whatever, something crazy. But
It's so
Nice.
good.
Yeah, I really like the first one a lot. It was awesome.
Yeah. Well, all the first they tie together in a trilogy.
Okay.
So maybe think of it
Hence-
as like one super big game. Yeah, yeah.
Hence trilogy. Yeah.
Makes
Hence,
sense.
So yeah, Ty was talking about Street Fighter 6, and let me tell you, Street Fighter is on Switch in the form of the 30th anniversary collection.
hell yeah.
For $10.
Yep.
This is okay offline, but terrible online? Question mark.
Yep. Especially with Switch users, the Wi-Fi motherfuckers.
Yeah. So yeah, get on
You're
that.
welcome.
Get on Wi-Fi and get playing Ty as soon as
I'm
possible.
gonna use my personal hotspot on my phone. I'm gonna be under a bridge.
Right?
Yeah.
The old McDonald's Wi-Fi.
Seemed
Let's
legit
go.
to me.
So Doom 3 is also on sale for $4.
Nice.
At one
I think
point, like they didn't have it on the eShop in Japan. Like
Doom 3?
I don't know what the deal is or was.
They don't have a Japanese language version. do they?
Maybe that's why. Maybe there was no localization, or maybe they just don't have too much interest in putting it out here. I don't know.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah.
In case there's anybody out there that hasn't played Doom 3,
Mhm.
it leans in the totally opposite direction of the modern Doom games. Instead of being like heavy metal action, this one is more like dark survival horror stuff.
Yeah. Because remember, my one of my buddies bought this when it first came out, and it barely could run on his computer. But like, it was so cool just to see it when it was like actually kind of moving. It was like, a slideshow, but it was quite different. And I'm glad I wasn't playing it.
That was the game that made me swear off ATI video cards forever.
Okay.
I would never buy one of those motherfuckers again.
I believe I mentioned Doom 3 in the last episode in reference to Tears of the Kingdom, with the underground area where it's like pitch black. And you need to use those light sources to see where you're going.
You need to download a mod to use a flashlight and a gun at the same time.
There you go.
Jeez.
Exactly.
You can use the giant thingamajig gun.
There seems to be a Resident Evil sale on. Resident Evil 4, the original classic unmodified version, is half off, $10. And Resident Evil Remake, the classic GameCube, remake, that one is also $10.
Yep.
Blossom Tales, the Zelda, Link to the Past alike, is $4.94, weird price. But great game.
Yeah.
And oh man, the sequel is already out, right? I haven't seen the sequel on sale.
Yeah, maybe.
It's on my wish list, but
okay.
I haven't. My uncle hasn't emailed me to tell me it's on sale.
Exactly.
Which he would have done by now if it was. So the Ancient God. That's the Doom. That's the Doom Eternal DLC, right? Yes.
Right.
Actually, I don't have that. It's $8 right now. Did you play the DLC for Doom Eternal?
I haven't played it actually.
Me neither.
Maybe I'll get around to that sometime in the next 10 years when I'm burned out on Street Fighter 6.
There you go.
Right.
Nice. I believe, Danny, you bought Wolfenstein 2 New Colossus and never played it. $6. Probably around about this price, right?
Yeah, about it was like $8 or something like that.
Yeah. Great game.
I played through it. Good game.
Yeah.
Seems fun.
Do you want to kill Hitler on Pluto?
Hell yeah.
Sounds like fun to me.
There you go. You have the game where you can do that.
I think I download it again.
Kill Hitler on Pluto, Danny. Get on with it.
Yeah, you're right. I wanted to kill him on Neptune, but okay.
Yeah. Same thing in it. Shinsekai, there must be a Capcom sale, right?
The Capcom thing, yep.
Yeah, Shinsekai Into the Depths, the game which they started to localize and then just gave up. Shinsekai Into the Depths. Brilliant.
Steve was on vacation.
Yeah, thank you, Steve. I think, Resident Evil Revelations is also on sale for $8, the first one. And Dragon's Dogma, they're making a sequel to that, aren't they?
Yeah.
I remember friend of the show, Matt Walker, tweeting about that. His old Capcom buddies, working on that right now. But the original one is $5 on Switch. Lowest price ever. That does seem like a good price. It's a $30 game.
Yeah.
And it's $5. That's a good deal. Oh, Blossom Tales 2, man. Talk of the devil. Jesus. Well, I have no excuse now, do I, Danny?
There it is, man.
Yeah, there you go.
Lowest price ever. Blossom Tales 2, the Minotaur Prince, is $9.74. Bada
Okay.
boom.
Beat 'em up
And-
bundle.
Yes. Yeah, all the Doom games. Doom 64 is also on sale. I got that for free with Doom Eternal, though.
20XX, 20XX.
Oh yeah.
This one? Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's $8.99. Yeah, I remember Simon played
That game is like #1 on my wish list. But I want it on Xbox for achievements. Doom 64, $2. Let's go.
Bomb Slinger's on there too. Okay, that's fun.
$2.39. Good deal.
Neo Geo Metal Slug 3. That's my favorite one.
It's the what do you call it? The Arcade Archives version.
Yeah.
They usually add a little bit of extra stuff, right?
Yeah, a couple of different challenges and stuff. I mean, it's still it's games. They're always good, man. Like they be really faithful conversions, and it's great.
Yeah, I mean it's just an emulator, like straight up.
Yeah, and it does what it sets out to do. If you're interested in the game, like you should just get it.
they release like a new game every like month, don't they?
Pretty much, not every week or something like that.
That's insane.
It's crazy.
How did they do it?
Got a lot of games that they can have the licenses to.
Shakedown Hawaii is also on sale. $5. Right. Lowest price ever. Damn. Yeah, this one's $20 usually. That's the game with like the epic music. Great music. That's the 2D GTA game, but like 16-bit style. That's more 16-bit than 8-bit. Retro City Ranchers is more 8-bit, I guess. But yeah.
Right.
And yeah, that's it. There's a lot of good games on sale today. Holy shit. Hopefully you guys at least spotted one game that you want to buy. I know I did. I mean, Jesus, yeah.
Like I might buy OG Doom again for like the 20th fucking time because it's $2 and
it's practically free, man.
You can play it in bed.
Yeah.
Under the sheets.
Yeah, I mean, I can do it. I have the GBA version.
Oh,
nice, dude.
Yeah,
nice.
Which you definitely can't see under the sheets.
Yeah. It's cool. I have an SP. SP.
There it is. It's cool. If you have an SP or a micro, like you're good to go. If you're using that OG model, you're screwed.
Well, I'm just gonna zip up my bag of goodness and let Ty unzip in front of the audience right now.
Let's go. All right, it's UFO catcher time. So as usual, I've been playing UFO catchers online a lot, and I have a big pile of boxes today with all sorts of fun stuff inside. So let's get started. All right. So I play 7 different sites, more or less. And all right, first one is Toriba. Probably the most well-known of the sites. It's also probably the hardest to win on, but also the one that gives the most free tickets.
Okay.
Yeah. So like I'll go on there, I'll spend like 5 free tickets and like get nowhere. It feels rough sometimes. But sometimes you get lucky. They do have a huge selection, and they let you open as many tabs as you want. That's like a key part of the process. You find like 30 things you're interested in, and oh yes, it's finally here. It's animated. No, it's Arcade. I don't know how to pronounce this. And remember her from like a month ago?
Vaguely.
from the hit Nintendo Switch game Melty Blood.
Oh yes.
Yeah. So now I have the little plush one.
Nice.
Yep. And yeah, shit. Like no distinguishing features, no drip.
Yeah, I was gonna say like okay. I mean, still it's cute. It's cute.
Yeah. But if you know, you know.
Yes, exactly.
Yep. All right. Let's move on to the next box. This one is from Capcom.
Okay.
Next box.
Xbox, the next box.
That's right. That's what the next console is going to be called.
No, it's going to be like an arbitrary number or perhaps a weird equation.
Next box 8.
Yeah.
Can't wait.
So Capcom on Street Fighter 6 release day, they put up a bunch of Street Fighter 6 goods on their UFO catcher site. So as I mentioned before and shown, they do have a lot of various goods. Like I've gotten like Mega Man stuff and Monster Hunter stuff before.
Mhm.
But will I finally get the Street Fighter stuff? Maybe. I don't know what's in this box, but I think I know. No, I was totally wrong. No Street Fighter stuff here. I finally got a Bochi the Rock.
Okay.
Trust me, she's in a lot of memes.
Okay. I trust you. I have no choice.
Right. Like if you saw the anime clip of the girl like screaming and glitching out, that's her.
Okay. Maybe.
Maybe. I think it came up on the Discord. We posted a bunch of memes.
Okay. I probably, dude, it's like one of those things. I've probably seen it. I just don't.
You've seen it. You don't remember, but you've
Yeah.
seen it. So I'm happy to finally have a little Bochi the Rock.
And you could use it in your own memes in like real time, in real life.
Yeah. Yeah. When I stick a fork in my outlet. Yep.
Yeah. Or toaster.
Yeah. Toaster.
Like T-Bob and Mask. He did it.
Yep. All right.
I never. Okay. Never mind. Go ahead.
Next box. It's unlabeled, so I'm pretty sure it's from Taito Catcher, who they just redesigned their site.
Oh.
Yeah, but they still have the cute mascots. They got Bub, the green dinosaur, who made an appearance at Evo. That was great. And what's her name? Nadia, the Space Invaders mobile character that got a body pillow. Yes, they're here. All right, we have another goddamn anime bunny girl.
Mm.
Yep. It says,
I mean,
put it on the
nice.
shelf with the others.
Right. I live by
And-
the same motto.
Yeah. And we got one of these mysterious unlabeled white boxes. You know what that means?
Porn. I mean, no.
Yes. Click here for porn. All right. I better open this up. I had the scissors in my hand. Where did they go?
These are like conversations I have with my wife. Honey, where are my glasses? You're wearing them. Oh, okay.
Oh God, it's taped on 3 sides.
Oh boy.
But I think I really have to open the mystery white box.
No, you got to, man.
Yeah, which is exactly the same size as the box with the other anime girl. Because you know what this is? It's the same figure, but a different color.
Nice.
Right?
Nice.
Like I have to keep the collection complete. I'm obligated at this point.
Exactly. I get
There's a girl with bunny ears on the godforsaken UFO catchers. I have to get it.
it. Mm-hmm.
Let's go. Oh shit! I have another box from Capcom. Let's go. I think somebody asked me recently how I would rank the UFO catchers. I think Capcom is my number 2 right now. I think it's really good.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you're looking to try one out yourself, check out Capcom.
Okay. Well, wait. What's number 1 then?
Molly.
Okay.
Yeah, because they give me so many free plays.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Again, what's one
not just free plays, but like free plays on the takoyaki machines.
Right.
So like if you pick your shots, you're statistically guaranteed pretty much to win some shit.
What's one for people to avoid?
I don't like Gigo Online because like payment methods randomly stop working when you're in the middle of trying to get something and they don't give any free tickets.
Okay.
All right, what do we shipping material? Oh shit. It's another bunny girl. It is truly Year of the Rabbit.
There it is.
Damn, this is heavy. This is like a recolor of one from like 2 years ago.
Of course it is.
But I think this looks bigger.
I mean, that looks large. The box is pretty
Maybe I'll
big,
do a
too.
comparison later.
Hmm.
All right, bunny girls, let's go. All right, 2 more boxes and they're big. All right,
Okay.
here we go. This is Molly Online.
Nice.
It's where I get my drugs.
Good.
All right, let's open it up. And although I did not unbox them on stream, I got like a lot of Monster Energy and Coca-Cola
Oh, really?
from them. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, that is kind of weird though, because I mean, I mean, obviously I don't do the online stuff, but you go to a UFO catcher place, you'll see shit like that, or food, or stuff like that. And, I mean,
you could get like a lukewarm, thoroughly shaken Monster Energy.
Yeah, man.
Perfect.
Getting out a bunch of potato chips and boom, dinner.
What do we got? Ooh, shit. Speak of the devil. Here we go. It's Monster Energy. It's a watermelon.
The
These are
Famicast
pretty good.
P47 brought to you by watermelon flavor Monster Energy drink.
Hashtag not sponsored.
Yeah, it's not.
All right. Let's see what else I got here. Oh no, I got the penguin girl. The other one.
Oh,
Now I
okay.
have the set. Right. So I think by now you might be familiar with these particular anime chans. They're fucking everywhere.
My knowledge of these comes directly from you, man.
Right. And my knowledge comes from UFO catchers. I've never seen this anime. I've never read the book. I just know there's these 2 girls that look the same. One has blue hair, one has pink hair, and there are 10,000 figures of each of them.
God.
Like there'll be a robot, there'll be a maid, there'll be a penguin, there'll be what do we got? We got a villain, we got an angel, we got a race car. It's like all that shit.
Wow.
Oh yeah, here's another one. And guess what? Guess what?
What do we got?
You'll never guess.
I won't.
There's a bunny girl.
There it is.
Right? Happy Easter, everyone.
Yeah. Is it Easter? Nope, it's way too late for
Nope.
that.
It's way too late. Ugh. All right. Now we have this big ass fuck box. I guess this is from Taito. I have no idea what's in here.
Breakable? Well, it has like a fragile sign or whatever, like on the label or something.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
my porcelain mugs are here. Okay, what do we got? Oh yeah, shit, yes. All right, I have 100 color pencil set.
I like the cat with the cat eyes there too on the package. That is adorable. But that's awesome, man.
I saw this prize in person last time I was in Tokyo, and it did look very gettable. But like Taito had it on one of their like free to play or free with the ticket machines, and like I just got it like free, straight up.
Nice. That's a lot of damn color pencils, and I mean,
yeah,
that's actually something like kind of semi-useful and stuff. Damn, that's a lot of damn colors.
Yeah. They got this really nice example drawing on it. Like,
Yeah, actually, it's a really nice drawing.
yeah. So yeah, maybe I'll try these out. Maybe I'll bring them to school.
Yeah, say
Yeah,
like,
okay.
yeah,
Enough to supply the entire school with that.
yeah, no kidding.
True. All right, and there's another thing in here.
Whoa.
Uh-oh, white box,
Uh-oh.
mystery.
White box. White box. What do you think?
It's got to be a
Dude.
bunny girl.
Do not
Yep.
open at work.
Yeah.
But sign on it.
All right. This is the last thing. There are my scissors. Let's go. Like they tape up these boxes like on 3 sides, and I kind of hate it. We're getting there. We're getting there. One more.
Gene say it's an actual bunny this time.
It's like moving around. It's a dead rabbit.
Yeah, it's like,
That's legal in this country.
yeah, gangs in New York. I mean, well, it was legal in America at one point.
All right. Yep. Here you go. It's another bunny girl.
There it is. There it
So
is.
it's a recolor of the other one. Taito exclusive.
There it is.
Yep. Oh, that PVC plastic smell. I'm fucking dying right now.
Don't you love
Okay. Yep. So
Good night.
that's the anime trash. Yep. Monster Energy. Let's go. Not
Right on.
sponsored.
it? Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Well, like Ty said, that is going to do it for the anime trash. We're going to go ahead and move on to a little bit of feedback from you guys before we close out this show.
Boom.
And if you guys have any questions, comments, or anything like that, definitely feel free to hit us up. You can do that several different ways. You can email us at, the famicast@gmail.com. Hit us up on Twitter, social media at the Famicast. Sign up on YouTube comments, sign up on the website articles, and we can have your stuff read out on the air like these guys. Actually, there was something that a person asked me, just me, on Twitter, but it's something I wanted to ask Ty, you, and also James, like you guys, because I think you guys have maybe a little bit more experience of this with me now. And that is, so the question, comes from RP Goblin on Twitter, and he asks, like, hey, how many Nintendo Switch systems do you see in the wild on an average per day? And you know, for me, like, I ride my bicycle to work, so like I'm very rarely on the train or anything like that. But yesterday, when I was going to the baseball game, I did see somebody pull out a Switch Lite on the train, just playing whatever. But yeah,
So
you guys,
are we limiting it to just transportation, or when
I'm just in the wild? He said in the wild. So like, I don't even go out much. If I go out, I'm going out drinking or going and watching baseball or something. So like, people, if you're playing a freaking Switch at a baseball game, okay. Yeah.
Well, I get the train, early in the morning, rush hour. Nobody's holding a Switch because you just physically can't.
Yeah.
There are some lucky people who sit down on the train, and I have seen people play it when they're sitting down. But to be honest, 99% of people are looking at their phones, either standing or sitting down, because you can hold it with one hand. So that's what she said. So nobody is playing Switch on the trains in the morning. On the way back, I might see a couple more when the trains have, died down, and people can sit down and they can get stuff out.
Yeah.
I'm probably more likely to see people holding iPads, to be honest. But at school, at university, I see them every single day. The students are playing it in the lounge. A lot of people still playing Animal Crossing, Pokemon. Obviously, more recently, Tears of the Kingdom. I mean, we have there's a fighting game circle at my university, and they don't play Switch, obviously, but they play the PlayStations. So yeah. I mean, we're talking at work every single day, except just not on the trains.
Sure. Ty, how about you, man?
Yeah, just randomly every now and then. Like, I work in a private school slash juku kind of thing now, so every now and again, kids will be playing a Switch in the lobby,
Hmm.
and I'll just see them on the train or like in the park. I go by just randomly.
Yeah, I think it is quite interesting.
When you first arrived in Japan, what year? What year is it? Who was the president?
The first, well,
Yeah.
I mean, when I first started living in Japan, it was 2007.
So what were you riding the train back then, or
a bit? Yeah, because I mean, it was
did you see?
university, and for what we went on like weekend trips and stuff like that, go different places, Tokyo.
So DS, I guess, around about that time.
DS, PSP,
Yeah, I think
and just iPods too. iPods too.
I think the console I've seen most on the trains ever since I started living in Japan have been like 3DSs, because that was the console where you were actually encouraged to take it with you because of Street Pass. So
exactly,
that's
like,
if I think about it, it's probably PSP. When I first arrived here, PSPs were a lot, but that quickly died down, and DS and 3DS took over.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy to think that when the 3DS came out in 2011, I mean, yeah, iPhones and smartphones were a thing here, but I mean, it hadn't quite blown up. And then I think just the way that Nintendo had kind of marketed the 3DS too, and just it gave you a reason to want to bring that thing around. It's made sense if you wanted to get those street passes and all that type of stuff. So like, what an interesting time, an interesting transition, because like, yeah, now it is a little bit more rare, especially like James said, on the train to see it. I think just maybe just because of convenience, it's just so much easier to hold one thing in one hand. And then especially on packed trains, it's like you're going to hold like this, and you probably have a bag and like all sorts of other stuff too. It's just not going to work.
No, I mean, I'd like to, but it's just physically not possible.
Yeah.
Fun fact about smartphones in Japan. iPhone was available in Japan, but like people didn't start buying them till like 2011. Like, I mean, it was like 4 years after like the rest of the world. So like there was a whole time where people had flip phones and the DS. So you would see DS is more than phones.
It was interesting because I mean, iPhone, the original iPhone didn't come out here because it didn't support 3G. And Japan needed that. They had 3G networks at the time, but iPhone 3G came out in 2008. That's when they first came out here. But, it was expensive. And it was only limited to one carrier. It's kind of, you don't even think about that these days, but that was a thing, back in the day. And, I think when they started getting on, more carriers here, that's when more people got interested. Prices started getting a bit cheaper.
Yeah, I think it was like iPhone 4.
iPhone 4 was... that was on the market for like a long time too, like before they changed, because that's when they revealed their phones in like June, and then they didn't reveal like the 4S until like October of the next year.
Just to bring it back to games, Danny. Calm down with the Apple talk. But like Ty's going to kill himself in a minute. Right. All of the iPhone games, like all the smartphone games that people in the West were playing, like just no one even know they existed in Japan. It was like nothing. People were just playing their DS. So like, whatever fucking stupid smartphone game was popular in, 2010, 2011, that was the Japanese people's first experience of those kind of games. So like, touch-based games. Yeah. DS was king, like more than the smartphone. It's kind of crazy to think about that. But in Japan, it was completely true. Like, think about the Wii U. It was still using a capacitive touchscreen in the era of, resistive touchscreen in the era of capacitive touch, right? It's like because that's what Japanese people are accustomed to. Like,
that was just fucking cheaper. I mean, that's the real reason.
But like, it was less of a shock, less of a big deal. The Japanese folk, it's like, oh, it's a resistive touchscreen. So, cool, it's like the DS. But in the West, it was like, oh, I've had an iPad for 7 years. This is bullshit. It was like disgusting. Right?
I mean, it was a weird choice. I mean, like I said, I know it's probably mainly financial, but yeah.
Did we answer that question? I think we answered that question pretty well. Danny, before we go into the thing, we talked about the Switch Online stuff. Like, we didn't talk about the Western one, right?
Oh God, yeah, I forgot.
So I think just to give the kind of Japanese angle to it, like in the West, it's obviously Kirby, Mystery Tower, and that's the box art they're going with, by the way. They've kind of mocked together some kind of fake bullshit. But Harvest Moon.
Okay.
The Super Nintendo Harvest Moon.
Right. And that came out last year in Japan. And Harvest Moon 64 is on the way. So this is actually pretty cool. That means that eventually Harvest Moon 64 might come out in the West as well. That's cool.
Bada boom, bada bing. I also got my Switch, so I can now tell you my updated play times. I could probably tell you Danny's as well.
Nice, thank you.
Mine is Tears of the Kingdom is 65 hours.
65, okay.
And Splatoon 3 is 245 hours.
Of course.
Rip in peace. So it'd be interesting. I don't think it's going to beat Splatoon 3, to be honest. I mean, Tears of the Kingdom, I'm going to play a shit ton more, obviously, this year. And we've got a whole 6 months. But it'll be interesting to see if it does beat that. Danny is
60.
not on my friends list, so I don't know.
Really?
Yeah, I think I deleted you.
Thanks.
We'll find out. Find out later.
Wow. Okay, you're really not going to do it.
I just can't find it. Yeah.
Oh, okay. This is a little thing that I do, but for guys like you, I put you on the quote unquote best friends list. That way it's easy to find you.
I see.
And like, yeah, you're always at the top. Like you, Ty, you're on there too.
Cool.
And select a few others.
I must have forgotten. I've neglected to add you as my best friend. I wonder why that is. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's a mystery.
Right. All right.
Yeah, keep going. Have we? So if Danny, if I got a really long question that's like 3 paragraphs long, and I want to tell us, about your life story, how should I get in touch with the show?
Yeah. If you have a longer thing like that, the famicast@gmail.com. Send us something there if you want to.
Cool. If I just want to like a quick trolley thing, like a 1-sentence thing, call you all assholes, what should I do?
Probably Twitter is the place to go, at the Famicast. If you just want to troll us live, I mean, like some of these guys are doing, jokers in the chat. No, I appreciate you.
Troll us live.
Yeah, you can do that too. But yeah, I mean, there's been a lot of stuff, but I wanted to specifically talk to you guys about this because I thought you guys would have a different perspective than what I do, just because of how, you know what I mean? Just my situation is quite different from your guys's. So
60 hours, Danny, for you.
Okay. I haven't got to play 2 days, man.
Actually, this is interesting because I'm using the trending tab. I can actually reveal Nintendo World Report people. I can reveal friends of the show, how much they've been playing.
Well, people that are on your friends list,
Yeah. Friends of the show, friends of me.
Yeah.
Same thing, innit? Liam Robertson, for example, 160 hours. John TV from 84 Play, friends of the show, 150 hours.
Oof.
Yoshidius, that's Greg from RFN. He's been playing for 135 hours. So yeah, a lot of people over 100 hours. And Gypsy Otoko, aka Matt Walker, friend of the show, 100 hours. Flat 100. So yeah, lots of people putting in the hundreds.
Let's see. I just can't. Man.
Let's see who's the loser. The loser at the very bottom. Rich Catalano, 5 hours.
He did talk about how he hated the game, like the last episode or whatever, right?
Fair play. So get on with it, Rich. It's a great game.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll just keep feedback there for today because it is getting a bit late. Yep. And actually, that is going to do it for the show. But before we crash and burn and just leave you guys crying in the somewhere, I don't know, we're going to go ahead and give you guys our Twitter handle so you can follow us individually if you choose to do so. Be warned, not safe for work content from James. No, maybe. I don't know. If you want to follow me, it's at DannyBiv, DANNYBIV, James.
James, JAMES.
Thank you.
It's the usual spelling.
No Z?
Is it Z or S?
It's what that's the weird one, right? It's supposed to be Su, right? But why?
It was randomly assigned to me at birth that by the Japanese gods.
Okay.
I went to the temple, and this like golden triangle came down and went on my head, and it said
That was urine.
that from now on your name James. And then I said, but wait, it's more pronounced James, so shouldn't that be Zoo? And they said no.
Yeah. How about your
Yeah.
Twitter handle there, James?
It's a combination of the Japanese video game console, the Famicom, great console, and the word complicated. And if you mash those two words together, it becomes
James.
Super Cat Drugs.
Nice. Would have never guessed.
Yes.
It's a weird spelling, I'll admit.
And Super Cat Drugs. I mean, no. Ty.
Yeah, let's see. My Twitter name is Bonertown. No, I'm the real Super Cat Drugs. You're gonna be seeing a lot of Mimi's Street Fighter 6 bullshit.
Should be as to be expected. It's fair.
Yep. There's a lot up there already. Have fun.
Yeah. Hi Tiny also brings up an interesting thing too. It's like, hey, I'm guessing Danny also uses dot in my Japanese name, even though it should be more like de. Kind of, it's more like it's a weird thing. If some of the kids, my students or adults or whatever are interested, I'm like, look, my name isn't Danny, it's actually Danny. But good luck getting Japanese people pronounce something in between like an and an e, like Danny. Like, yeah.
Hey, Danny.
Hey, Danny boy. I mean,
Danny
yeah, this doesn't happen. But
that's right.
Yeah, that is gonna. No, good questions. Good things.
I mean,
to bring
yeah.
up.
Come to Japan, teach English. You'll learn all these things.
Yeah, or just come to Japan. Don't teach English. Come to Japan, work, do whatever the hell you want. Wow, as long assuming you can get a job.
Is it pronounced ra or la? The answer is yes.
Exactly. Yep, that is going to do it for the show. Oh, one thing I wanted to mention before we go, I did actually guest on another show. Were just released last week, and that's
all right, guys. That's the end of the show.
Yes,
I'll
exactly.
see you next time
on Tokyo Game Life. I guessed on there talking about Power Pro Baseball. If you guys are interested in that, give it a listen. It's a great show. Just talking about a bunch of different stuff. He talks about Zelda in that episode as well. Yeah. But that's all for today. Thank you guys, of course, James and Ty. Thanks for being here. Appreciate you guys, going on this journey with me. And give us some likes, sub on wherever, do all that shit, and we'll catch you next time.
See us on OnlyFans.
Available now.
Coming soon.
All the kids in spring.